and Syria. And on behalf of everyone here, AFTV, our thoughts go out to you. I know plans are afoot to do something positive, raise some money. News will be coming out about that in the next few days. But yeah, I think it's important to start on the right note and remember that there is things that are even more important than football. So yeah,
100%.
Just wanted to say that. But
yeah, donate if you can, people. Action Aid, there's plenty of links online as well. Donate where you can, if you can. But yeah, let's get into also who's joining me. But before we do that, bro, man, did he sun me then? Man, want this?
Listen, Laurie does things in his own world, in his own realm. So listen, man. When Laurie talks here, sometimes you just have to just, you know,
You got to
respect
him. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah,
anyway, to my left, we've got Gooner, Lee and Charlene. Clap it up. Nice panel today.
hey, man.
Vibes in the place, baby.
Life's good.
Good vibes, a good conversation.
Black lives matter.
Listen, always. I didn't. You know what? Always.
All lives matter.
No, I get it. Listen, I don't want to get no.
Let's get the conversation straight to the game, people. Firstly, Laurie, how are you feeling? You weren't on the starting 11 show. We've also actually, let me mention this as well. Frank Hastings and James will be in the information station. I know they don't like to call it that, but we'll be cutting to them throughout the game to make sure you guys join us for it and listen to what they have to say when we have big moments in the game. But let's get your feelings. Arsenal, Brentford. I saw in the starting 11 they were predicting 3-1s, 4-0s, and where are you at, Laurie, for today's game?
Listen, bro, I am worried about this game. I said it myself and Lee. Shout out to Lee. We did a live yesterday, and a lot of Arsenal fans, they're jumping the gun. They're looking ahead to Wednesday night City. I said this is a more important game
I've been doing that
right now than the City game, because if we don't get through this, the City game is.
If you're going to say my name, just say my name, man.
Start saying my name.
Start saying my name.
We're at this stage of the season where your next game is your most important game. Yeah. So I'm saying to fans, don't watch the City thing right now. Concentrate on this game. This is the biggest game of the season so far. This is the one in front of us. We've got a formidable opponent. I think they're 9 games unbeaten, which is very good. 5 wins and 4 draws. They're a very capable team. We know that. They've beaten us in the past, although we did beat them earlier in the season. But even so, this is a big game. And I'm going to say, I'm a little bit, I don't like to use the word worried, but listen, man, I know that this is going to be a hard game. I know it. I can feel it.
Okay. What's the feelings on the left side? How are you lot feeling? How are you feeling, Gooner? Charlotte? Go on, ladies actually.
Ladies first. Do you know what? I hear what you're saying, Laurie. Let's not take Brentford lightly. We know what Brentford are about, what they can bring. Yep. But listen, I'm feeling confident about the team, especially after we got that loss against Everton last week. I think we're going to bounce back stronger, and I think we're going to have a good
back-to-back
game.
losses.
I know it is, but one was FA Cup, one was Premier League.
Don't matter, bro. Back-to-back losses.
And when against Man City, we didn't have our strongest team starting,
Neither did they.
So yeah, it doesn't matter.
One change.
Laurie, man.
And anyway, after that, but when you look at the mentality of the team, we don't get knocked down and stay down. We get knocked down and we bounce back stronger. So that is the vibe and energy I'm going with today. We are at home today as well. Nothing but 3 points incoming. Who's winning?
So what, if we don't bounce back today though, Shah, will you start getting worried?
No. Because if you look at the whole season so far, we've had 2 losses in the Premier League so far. So I'm not going to start panicking. Obviously, we will be paying attention to the performance and everything as well. But I'm not just going to start getting alarm bells.
It was Everton, though. We lost to Everton. They are, and listen, of course,
understandably, and you know, it's football. Sometimes these things happen, and in real life, like we don't go through day-to-day life perfect without, you know, not being at our best or anything. It's the same with football. We're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. Yeah. That day weren't our best day. It weren't our best performance. And we took an L.
Okay, fair.
But it's about what we're going to do about it.
Yeah, Lee, how are you? How important then is this game?
Do you know
what Charlene's to say there?
Yesterday, obviously, the premise of the show was what was the most important game. This game or the Man City game, which I did with Laurie. And, you know, ultimately, we both agreed and everyone said the same thing. Every game's going to be important.
Yeah.
Like, we can't pick and choose which games we want to win and we don't want to win because we don't have the mentality of the Man City's maybe, you know, they've previously won and kept winning and they've won titles before. We don't have that yet. But I was trying to just say that that out of the 2 games, I think the more important game is the Man City game. But ultimately, all the games are important, as we said. And I think yeah, obviously there's a lot of apprehension for myself, Laurie, and maybe even yourself. Charlene's maybe a little bit more optimistic, and that's rightly so. And I think once we start to remember who Arsenal are and how well we've played, that's when we kind of can get back to a point of, you know, like we should be winning and we will win. I am worried though. I am worried, and
why is that as fans that we have that underlying feeling of worry? Because we've done so much good things this season, and we're playing the best football.
We are.
But there is a PTSD.
I tell you what it is, why I'm worried, and it's only because Laurie's told me this yesterday. Overall, no. He gave me a great stat. I think Laurie said something along the lines of Brentford have scored the most set piece goals.
My stat from my preview, 14.
14. All right, no.
Well done, though.
Yeah, but you got the same source that I've got.
Cool. Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Let me give my
Don't get it
brother.
twisted.
Yeah, I said it first. I said it in the preview.
I know Laurie's a little, you know.
He's a general, blood.
So you say I'm trying to plagiarise your work. I'm saying we got it from the same source.
Listen, man.
But it's facts, though.
It's
It's
facts.
facts. And so for me, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, we conceded a goal from Everton last week, which was from a set piece, which wasn't great. And we've looked a bit shaky over the last couple of weeks. Even against Man City, they had a couple of opportunities. So yeah, look, like that's probably where the apprehension comes from. But overall, I think that we should bounce back. And I'm very more on the side of Charlene. Maybe the performance may not be what we're used to at parts in the game, but I don't think we're going to have the control that we normally have, because they're a very, very well established and a very, very well set out team.
Yeah.
They are very structured as well. So, you know, with the attacking players they've got on the bench, they may not, on the pitch, they may not have the names, but they're very, very good at what they do, and they kind of know how to play the game well. So, yeah, that's probably what it is. So, obviously, we're going to go through predictions and stuff, obviously, with your little, the thing you set out for us to do behind the scenes. So, yeah.
All right, well, thank you. Listen, before we go into more football conversation, I do want to give a big thanks to NordVPN for powering this matchday experience. It's their birthday, surprisingly. That's why you might see the... run it, keep going.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, NordVPN. Happy birthday to you.
Someone needs to get our water.
Nice. Thank you for that, Charlene.
Drink it.
Yeah, listen.
That is like half-time Super Bowl setting.
I know.
Rihanna level, yeah.
I thought I was on the Mariah Carey type of levels.
I don't know about that one.
So, because it's NordVPN's birthday, they're giving away a mystery gift with all their new sign-ups. Not only do they keep us and you invincible, they also give us the power to make fun content just for you. Check out some words from Ty and Julian.
Okay, Ty, let's go over this once again. Why do you think you're unable to access new content on your favourite streaming services?
It was raining that day. We mustn't forget that it's been raining, so the pitch is quite...
It's been raining? Yeah. Are you being serious? Okay, how did you end up with harmful malware on your laptop? Was that rain as well?
Actually, I had nothing to do with the rain.
Oh, good.
It was snowing. It's a disgrace.
Really, Ty? And what about that Nigerian prince phishing scam?
Robbie, good news. I'm coming to Qatar. I've just had an email from a Nigerian prince. He's offered me £4 million to help with some money transfers. Spurs fans. And it was too humid.
Ty, what you need is NordVPN.
NordVPN?
Yes, think of it as an umbrella, but just for your online activities.
I like umbrellas.
Great. It's going to protect you from the unpredictable weather conditions within the online world.
Really?
Yes, you'll be protected from harmful malware, viruses, and hackers.
Spurs fans as well?
Yes, especially if they're sending you phishing scams.
Anything else?
It's super fast, so you can virtually fly into different countries.
Just like Mary Poppins?
Exactly. And you can use it on up to 6 devices.
Eh?
Oh, sorry, I mean, you'll have 6 different umbrellas that allow you to fly through the internet, protected with complete freedom at the touch of a button.
You, sir, are not a disgrace. Thank you.
Remember, with the AFTV special, you can get a bonus gift and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to nordvpn.com/AFTV now.
I'm back. Listen, guys, you can tuck into the birthday cupcakes. It's up to you. Wow, you straight up.
I'm just, you know what? I'm trying to give Arsenal good luck, so I'm trying to, pick a colour that might...
Pink.
You know, let me have a little bite. I'll have a little
Charlie,
bite.
you said you wanted a piece of the, the chocolate.
That chocolate on top was just calling me.
Go on, grab it then. Go on.
All right, boss.
All right. Yum that. I'm not really a cupcake. You haven't moved. You know, you're normally a cupcake and tea sort of guy.
Well,
I'm going to later as
You
well.
wait for the game. All right, let's go into what we prepared before this game. You know, the predictions. Get your whiteboards out. All right, so basically, just give you clarity, people that are watching and listening. Very simple, okay? I've given the score prediction, the first goal scorer either team, first yellow card either team, and then also the time of the goal scored. Who wants to start?
Unless, as long as everyone's pens are down, so no one's changing nothing.
Yeah.
On the table.
Put your pen down. Put your
As
pens
long as
down.
everyone's
Why
pens,
would we want to copy you anyway, Lee?
listen, more time I'm right. More time I'm right. So I'm gonna say. So the score prediction, I've gone for a 3-1 win. But I don't think the performance will match the actual score. I think that we will struggle to get those 3 goals, but I think we will. And I think it's time as well. Eddie Nketiah needs to get a goal. And coincidentally, I've said that he's going to be the first goal scorer. I'm going for Eddie Nketiah, first goal scorer. Time of the goal, I'm going to go for 14 minutes. My 14 minutes, I'm going to say, is when I think
that's quite early on, you know.
It is.
That means you'll get to 14 really early, but like, oh damn, I should have went long. But you can think 14.
Nah, I think we're going to be on them. I think we're going to maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes they're going to be into the game. They're going to be structured, but we will try and break them down early.
14 with the 14 on his back, you know. That's
with the 14 on his back, I genuinely
was that the inspiration?
I didn't even think of it like that. But and then the yellow cards I've gone for. I think either one of Jensen or maybe Henry's going to be the yellow cards for them. I just think that we're going to have too much and we're going to be constantly probing and trying to get forward. Someone's going to pull back Odegaard and they're going to get a yellow card, one of those 2 players.
Oh, he's even being precise. It's going to happen to Odegaard.
So I did say 2 players,
He did.
I don't,
But that's
one of the 2.
Well, are we allowed to do that? Because I wanted to.
No.
Well, he asked the teacher and I said, but if you ask it, it's too late now. The pens are down. Charlene, go on.
All right, well, next time I'll ask beforehand, sir, when I get that thought in my head.
I like when you call me sir still. I like that.
I'm sure you
that's
do.
another TikTok.
No one can please. I can't do this, please.
I like when you call me sir. I love it when you call me.
Whoa.
Right, back to the predictions, Charlie.
All right, so for me, I predicted a 3-0 Arsenal win. I think our first goal scorer is going to be Martinelli. I think
3-0, yeah?
Yeah, 3-0.
What about the performance, though? Do you think the performance will match the score?
I don't care. No, I think it will. Like I said, it's all about mentality and how you bounce back. Plus, we're at home, but I think, we'll put out a good performance today.
I need to see what time you picked, because if you said 3-0, there's got to be an early first goal there.
Well, I actually went for 23 minutes, because we tend to take a bit of time to warm into games, figure out, the teams, the energy and stuff, and the goals don't really come that early. So I'm going to go 23 minutes. Yellow card, I think it will be Ben Mee from Brentford. First yellow card.
Centre back, yeah?
Nice. Did yellow cards? Oh, you done all that? Okay.
Yeah. What, can I say something more for bonus points?
No. We're good. We got it. You got there. If you get it all right, then, boy.
As you can imagine, I'm going against the grain a little bit. I am predicting an Arsenal win. I'm going Arsenal 2-1. However, I think we're going to have to come from behind today. I'm going for Brentford to score first in the 12th minute. Thereabouts, Ivan Toney. I think in terms of what you were saying about the performance matching the result, I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I think that Brentford are going to... It's going to be ebb and flow. I think Brentford are going to hang in there, have their patches, and we will be largely on the attack, but we'll have to be very watchful. But I do think we'll win, but it'll be a close-run thing, and I think first booking will be Rico Henry. He loves a challenge, and you normally find that away teams tend to get booked first. I'm not impinging on a referee, I'm not impugning him, but it's just the way when you watch football, you realise that it's normally the away team that get the first card.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for predictions. We'll come back to them.
I just wanted to know your score prediction.
No, why do we do this?
I want to know how you're feeling as well.
I don't have to have predictions.
To be fair, I want to know what Frank's. I want to know what James.
You'll know everyone's.
I want to know what everyone's.
What do you think you get top marks today? You sound like you want to know them because
I just want to know what everyone. I want to know the vibe that everyone's. This is
one thing I can predict is that no Arsenal fan's going to predict that Arsenal get beat. Have you ever seen Arsenal?
Yeah, you was asking earlier. Is that why you said we're good?
Has anyone ever come on a watch along and been brave enough to predict that Arsenal would lose?
All right, cool. I'm not going to predict they're going
I've
to
seen
lose,
that.
but I'm going to say, listen, predictions.
He's
But you
going
know why
for-
they don't
he's
do
going for a
that? It's
two-all
because
draw, I
nobody
predict.
wants to be the face of that person.
Yeah, especially when the
And I
team
can
is-
understand it.
I get it, but listen, I'm predicting, I did the preview with James, I predicted 1-0. I'll predict 1-0 to Arsenal. I'm worried it could go 1-0 either way, but I'm going to stick with Arsenal. 1-0, the time of the goal will be 64 minutes. It'll be, hopefully, from open play from us, but I do worry, when I said either way, I worry that, you know, the set pieces, you know how good Brentford are with set pieces, that might cause us problems today. But yeah, 1-0, yellow card wise, who's marking Saka? I got it right last week because I just said whoever's marking Saka's in for a long day. It will be, you said Rico Henry, didn't you?
No, I said Rico Henry, he's going to... Yeah, he's my candidate for be the first booking. I think you...
I said
Henry.
He said Henry or Jensen.
Jensen, yeah.
Because Rico Henry, if you watch him play, as I'm sure you have done, he loves a challenge, man. And as I said before, you tend to find that it's the away teams that pick up the first booking.
Okay, I'm going to go Agile, but I'm going to quickly run through the starting 11. So it's 1-0, 64th minute, Agile for the yellow card, and that's it. Okay, let me go into quickly the starting 11. So for Arsenal, we've got Aaron Ramsdale in goal, Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko as the back four, Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka. It's the same team as always. Then we've got Bukayo Saka, Eddie Nketiah, and Martinelli. Now, a lot of people have been speaking about should Martinelli be starting. There's been a lot of, for me, unfair criticism on Martinelli, in my personal opinion. I think it's been very unjust. I think, you know, the way we play at the moment, it's all coming down the right side. Zinchenko obviously floats into the middle, so he's more time having defending as well as going forward. So I think it's been unfair. I think Martinelli has still been a good player, but online it's been very critical of Martinelli so far. Do you think Trossard should be starting, any of you on this couch here, or do you agree that Martinelli's been off it recent? Let me know your thoughts.
No, you go.
My thoughts is that, listen, Martinelli's been outstanding up until the last couple of games. However, he's earned the right to have a few indifferent games. And I think in a game like this where we need to start fast, I think Martinelli's the perfect option for that. Listen, don't get me wrong, Trossard is a good option. They're very different players though. Martinelli, his strengths is that he's dynamic, he's quick, he's aggressive with the ball, likes to get in behind. That's exactly the type of start that we want, hopefully. Trossard, listen, I've got no doubt that when he comes on, if he comes on, he won't let the side down. He offers something slightly different. But listen, if I'm picking that side today, I would have started with Martinelli.
Okay, I know Trossard hasn't played loads, but who's more, so what you've seen of Trossard and what you've seen of Martinelli recently, you still stick with Martinelli, who's more informed in my opinion? Who would you think, in your opinion?
Well, it's difficult to say because even Trossard's not had a run, has he, in the teams that you can say look, he's established himself in the side. He's very much getting used to the players, getting used to the style of play. So his time will come. But, you know, the benefit for Arsenal is that you've got two guys competing for that position in the side and they offer you slightly different things. As I said, Martinelli's more direct, more dynamic, more aggressive with the ball. Trossard a little less so, but he offers you a bit more cerebral, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Maybe a bit more cultured in the way he plays the game. Maybe possibly even a greater goal threat given his career over the years. But I would still opt for Martinelli to start.
Okay, let me throw over to this side, because people in the comments are saying, yeah, Martinelli 2 goals saved, but then someone said, no, Martinelli should be on the bench. Keep Martinelli. If we didn't have Trossard, it would still be him. Martinelli will find his form soon. So where are you guys at? Where are you at, Lee?
For me, I think people that saying he's not played well, I really just don't see how you judge the game. For me, I don't think that he's played poorly. I think he's maybe dropped in certain points and he's not been the constant electric player that he normally is. But I don't think that he's been, had a poor couple of games. Yes, in that Man City game when he came on in the last 20 minutes, I thought he made a big difference and he could have scored a goal. The last game that we played against Everton, the connectivity from Zinchenko, who I believe had a poor game, and Xhaka, who again didn't have the greatest game, didn't get the ball to him. And again, are we going to say that Haaland had a poor game because he didn't get the ball get a touch in the box against Spurs? No. Ultimately, it's just the way that games play out sometimes. You're not going to start saying that Haaland's a bad player.
Where's all this come from though? Where's all this? Because it feels like online. This is what's going on. Was it the Mudryk deal that collapsed? Like what is it?
I think the other side of it is, just to add on to it, is And again, I'm not trying to be, you know, the negative guy here, but is Trossard the needle mover here? Is he the guy? Is he the needle mover? Is he the person that's gonna? Is he the guy that's gonna come in and like take his place and, you know, make a massive difference? He's a great player, but I was speaking to Laurie earlier on, and we were saying, look, we only got him really because it was an opportunistic signing. It wasn't like the board had him in their mind all throughout this throughout the winter transfer window. It was, you know, that momentary thing, and we snapped him up for 20 million or 20 plus 7 million on add-ons and whatnot. That for me is what I feel is what Trossard is, and he's a good player.
So is he a backup to you then?
He is a very good backup. Right. But he's also a different kind of player. Yeah. And it's horses for courses, right? Like certain games, Trossard will be really, really good. Certain games, ESR will be really, really good. But ultimately, I think Martinelli is the first starting player. He is the first team player. And my last thing I was going to say, are we not allowed to have 21-year-olds to have a little bit of a drop? Are we not allowed to have guys that he scored 7 or 8 goals this season and got like something like 6 or 7 assists? Are we not allowed to give him a little chance to, you know, improve his game? I don't know anyone at 21 years old in any walk of life, any profession that has to be the master of their skill. Anywhere, like nowhere. Most people at 21, within the realms of like normality, are just finishing uni. So you're not a master of anything. So how do you then go to like being a footballer? Okay, fine, he's been in the first team for 2 seasons, to being, you know, a Mane or, you know, Salah or whoever it is from a couple of seasons.
I think in many ways,
it doesn't happen like
Martinelli, and it's kind of similar with Saka, at times are almost a victim of their own success.
Yeah.
Because they've reached that bar.
100%.
And as Lee says, when they drop below that slightly, which is inevitable at some point in the season, fans can sometimes get a bit reactionary.
Let's ask Mo
Salah.
Let's ask Mo Salah then. He's on £350,000 a week, and that guy's dropping stinkers every week. He's dropping stinkers every week.
He's older than that 21.
He's older than that 21. So it happens, and you know, you just stick with your play. You give him a little bit of time, or if a female football, you give them time to get back and, you know, just get their rhythm back. You know, Ben White, yes, he hasn't looked great in the last couple of games.
That's my next question.
But just going back to that Martinelli situation, because it's more or less been after the World Cup where he sort of hasn't been playing, you know, at the heights where he was playing prior to the World Cup. Could it be that he's missing Gabriel Jesus? Do you think Gabriel Jesus sort of brings out, you know, a bit more in him?
If you look at it logically as well, there's been a few players, if we've been hypercritical, and I don't want to appear as such, so, you know, I want to qualify that by saying it, but if you look at, there's a few players, man, that since the World Cup, they've not hit the heights. Martinelli, Ben White, Saliba even, somebody pointed it out to me the other day, he's not been as dominant as he was before. And so we've got to cut them a little bit of slack.
Exactly.
So listen, the good thing is with Martinelli is that we've got an adequate replacement. Trossard coming off the bench is a very good player. Very good for Brighton, Belgian international, scores goals, Premier League battle ready and tested. So he won't let the side down if he comes in. I just think that for me, if I'm picking the side today, which I'm not, but if I was, Martinelli starts all day for me.
I'm happy that Martinelli
ultimately, everybody always says back the manager. So he's the one who knows best, right? He sees them every single week. He sees them every single week. So no one can complain, really. Not say that we shouldn't, you know, have our opinions, of course, but ultimately he's the guy that's, you know, paid this hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds, you know, to make these big decisions. So make the right decision, and it seems to be the so. So we back him, like we back the players, we back Jorginho, we back all these players. So
okay, well, listen, we're a couple minutes away from kickoff, but let me just quickly move the conversation then to Ben White. You both mentioned him and his form. I'll be honest, from where I'm sitting right now and what I've been watching, I think Ben White has dropped in form and his level has dropped. I would have liked to, not I would have liked seeing Tomiyasu start, because that's unfair on Ben White. I think he's a good player, but I wouldn't have been angry if I saw Tomiyasu in the starting 11 today, especially because I know how physical Brentford could be. They're going to be putting balls into the box aerially as well. I think he's defensively sound. Yes, we don't offer as much going forward, Tomiyasu, but for me, I want to see a stronger defence today. But where are you guys at with Ben White? Is it time to question his form right now?
Not really. You also have to remember with Ben White is that is not his natural position where he's playing there.
Nah, you can't say that though.
Because we argue with other teams.
No, but let me finish with respect.
All right, go on, land.
So what I'm saying is, given that is a fact, he's actually, you know what I mean, surpassed his expectation. So
I don't think we can.
He's more of a right back now than a centre back.
We can't
Wouldn't
use that as
you
an
say
excuse
that?
though, because we've been saying week in, week out for the last 19 weeks that he's been the best right back in the league.
Yeah, it doesn't get
so
Yeah,
we,
exactly.
So we now can't say, oh, he's not a right back. So we
no, I'm merely
give him-
pointing out that he's surpassed
That's like me
expectations.
saying Saka's not a right winger. He's a fullback. Like
I said that to magnify the fact that he's been outstanding this season, and he's been part of the team that's taken us to the top of the table. So to go back to what Lee was saying, which I agree with, how are you now, just because he's had a few indifferent games, supposedly, just going to drop him out the team, say, oh, thanks for all you've done so far, you've been outstanding, we're top of the league, but you know what, a couple of games, we're going to drop you. No.
okay. Charlene, Ben White.
No, yeah, obviously from the World Cup as well.
Yep.
Again, you know, he hasn't sort of been himself, but I definitely back what Laurie's saying. You know, we don't just drop him, we keep him going. And obviously if we need to make that substitution, we know that we're bringing on even more strength. So I'm all for Ben White starting. And plus, we got to think about their confidence as well. You know, like whatever the situation is, we don't want to knock their confidence even more. It's not like he's come on the pitch and he's been appalling. Do you know what I mean? So if he's just having a little dip in form, we back our players, get their confidence back up and get them back to the levels and the heights that we know that they can reach.
Does this starting 11 today start against Man City on Wednesday?
Yeah, why not?
This is
Well, let's see how today goes.
No.
This is
the
our
question.
starting 11
You're
though.
all saying, Ben White, Martinelli, but
yeah.
does this start against Man City on Wednesday?
I say,
Barring
let's,
injury.
you see, this is what we're doing, you see. They're observing the...
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, and they're also wearing the black armbands for the Turkey and Syria.
Yeah.
But just before we kick off, we're about to kick off.
We just kicked off?
Yeah. Again, you're talking about City. Let's concentrate on this game. Too many Arsenal fans will fast forward into City. Let's deal with Brentford
Take
first.
time.
All right, game's kicked off.
Walk before, or you better walk before you run. And what is it, tink before you leap?
Think before you leave. I haven't heard that
There
one.
you go.
And boy,
Cecil's got on his red socks. Do you want to just pose them for the camera?
I got the red socks on, but listen, they didn't give me the good luck in the last fixture when I was hosting here. But you know what it is, I'm sticking true to it. You know,
Yeah, man.
just hoping.
I think we should. I think overall you're right. Like Ben White, some people may say stuff like he's not playing well, but I think you know what? Let's talk about Zinchenko and Xhaka. They didn't have the best game last game.
Zinchenko's been unreal.
He's
though.
been
but
unreal.
Everyone's
It's
been
gonna
badly
happen, yeah, it's gonna
in
be
Everton, if I'm honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Odegaard, the way we're moving the ball, boy.
Ben White on the ball
Good
here.
start.
There was a lot of sloppy passes against Everton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was a lot. Odegaard didn't have. No
one had a good game. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
even Partey weren't even at his greatest.
It was one game. Just like we're back on it now. We're at home. We play well. We're gonna have most of the ball.
Ready to
This is where I
go.
disagree with Lee. It's not one game, bro.
You just said focus
So,
game by
wait.
game by game.
No, I'm saying that we've lost 2 games.
No.
It's not just
Yeah,
one game.
but-
Premier League.
But we're talking about the Premier League. We're
It's a
focused
totally
on the
different
Premier
competition.
League.
Yeah, look, I want to be on your side here because technically it is 2 games, but it was a cup game and we did make a change, made 6 changes. But
Including Rob Holding, who's like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 changes. Because he changed the whole field. He changed the
No, what is it with you and Rob?
hold
Come on, Ellie, go!
Oh, he stopped running. Who was that?
Xhaka.
Xhaka stopped running.
But that little possession was nice.
Good stop. This was started. well.
We didn't
We're
really do
setting
that.
the tone
we
for
didn't do
today's
that last
game.
week against
Exactly.
Everton.
Last
We
week was
didn't-
completely
we didn't do
different.
that.
Anyone want to change their predictions quickly? Because I'm sticking with my 3-0.
Nah.
It's 1 minute, Sean.
If I
Sometimes,
It's 1 minute in the game.
no, but
And
you
you're
know,
asking
with the way,
everyone
but look at the energy that we've started with.
I
Do
hear
you know
it.
what I mean? You know, like sometimes games start
I
and
do
you
hear
just
it,
know
I
it's
do
going to be
hear
a
it.
long ass
If I
day.
had
You should watch when I jog out the tunnel. I jog out the tunnel enthusiastically. I don't mean I'm going to win the game 3-0.
if I had to have an alternative, I would
I
go
know
for
what I mean.
a 2-0 win to Arsenal.
Okay.
Do you want to
If
do
I had
it now?
no.
You're such on the fence. Oh, I'm
No,
going to
hold
pick 2
on.
players.
Hold on a second. I said Arsenal are going to win. That's not on the fence.
Yeah.
I said that Arsenal are going to win 3-1, but I said if I had to have an alternative, I'm also saying 2-0. But I am also on the point of me saying that I feel it's going to be a
Yeah,
bit
but
tricky.
then if we get a 2-0, you're going to be like, yeah, see, I did
No,
actually
I'm
predict
sticking
that.
with
And then
3-1.
even with your prediction,
Hold
you've
on.
got 2 plays instead of 1.
She's on you.
For the yellow card, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice,
But
Playing the
nice.
ball
come
into
on,
Eddie
fair
Nketiah.
play.
Coming up to the 3rd minute.
Oh,
Oh, drop
can
shot,
we
drop
bang
off,
it
shoot.
up?
Hold on. Do you know what? It's a good start. It's a good start. I know you
Yeah,
said
the
very good
energy
start.
is
It's
good.
a very good
The
start.
Energy's
very
on
good.
point.
It's a foul.
Oh,
It's a foul. Yeah, it's a
Is it
foul.
getting
It's a foul. It's a foul.
That's soft though. He's holding his back.
Yeah, it's a foul.
Foul
though.
to Brent. Yeah, Xhaka's just as angry as me. That's
Xhaka,
soft.
don't get yourself a yellow card. Just calm down.
That
Yeah,
was soft,
we didn't
though.
predict that for you, Jacques.
That was soft.
Yeah, I was going to say that the energy with which we've started is completely different. to last
Completely
week.
different.
Exactly.
You know, we're on them.
That's not a foul, though. I'm
know,
sorry,
I
that's
just-
not a
He
foul.
slipped.
I see why Jack is annoyed. That's not a foul.
But you know, you've got to have you're meant to be the
You're
level-headed guy.
you're a
like,
diver.
come on, man, you're the level-headed guy. Just don't get yourself in any trouble. You know, you've been backed by the manager. You know, repay him.
Backed by us.
What's man doing? Actually, he's the guy I expect to get the yellow card.
Listen,
he came from
what
Celtic.
the Brentford guy did there, you can't really blame him, can you? He just used the situation,
Yeah, he's
manipulated a
smart.
foul from
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good head on, you know.
But going down.
Ooh.
Oh, that was
Okay.
a touch.
I don't think he meant to do
He definitely
that.
meant to do that.
But we're squeezing up the pitch a bit more as well. It looks good. It looks a lot better.
What is this? Is this the home
Go on,
versus
Eddie.
a way of like? Is this what it is, or is it just they're up for it because Arsenal know they?
Nah,
can't drop
obviously,
points?
like, look, we all every time we lose a game, I don't know how many games, but we always go on a bounce back of at least
Exactly.
2 or 3 games this season. So ultimately, I mean, obviously, other than the Man City game that Laurie's still going to keep going on about.
No, let's just focus on the
But
Premier
the Premier
League.
League, when we lose a game, we come back and we start.
Well, if
going
you want to
on a-
manipulate the facts to suit your argument, then fair enough.
No, what I'm saying,
All
I
saying-
love it
Oh,
from Laurie.
This is dangerous.
Oh no!
Don't worry, we got this.
Oh,
Oh, that's a very
Was
good
that a
save.
save?
I don't think that was a save. I think that was a missed opportunity.
yeah, it was a missed opportunity.
I think he hit it wide.
Wow.
See, this is what I'm
That's a
saying.
big chance.
They
for
are a
Brentford.
very dangerous side.
Brentford.
Cross into the box there, I think from Tony.
Wow, and
Oh,
he
and he
was
was
on.
onside as
Yeah, that's
well.
oh
No, look,
That's
Ramsdale
a
got
missed
there.
opportunity. If
Wait,
if that
I
happened
didn't
on
see it
our
close
side,
up.
I would be angry at that miss. That's
No,
No.
but to be fair to Ramsdale,
Wait,
he
Ramsdale
made himself a
blocked it.
problem
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Ramsdale did his job there, so
but that's a bad miss.
it
though.
wasn't as bad a miss as you're saying.
But then
Cecil.
it hit
Ramsdale
Yeah, it was in the way of it, but
did
that's,
his job very well there.
out.
that was too easy, by the way.
That was very. And you know what I will say as well, right? I feel like with Arsenal over the last couple of weeks, we have let teams, you know, get a bit more XG. We have let teams, obviously, even though XG is not actually,
Expected
it's
goal.
expected goals.
Yeah,
It's
of
like
course,
it's not a
of
real.
course.
It is a real stat, but it's not there to signify anything other than how many chances that have been created by the other team. But what I'm saying is, it just seems over the last couple of weeks that teams have had a little bit more of a mental, you know, mantle in the game. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about though before the game, that there will be ebb and flow in this game. You
Yeah,
see how
yeah.
brightly we started,
Yeah.
and now we've been rocked back on our heels straight away by Brentford.
Long throw as well. First 5 minutes into the game, Brentford with a long throw into the box. This is a tactic we kind of
Deal
knew
with
they'll
it.
go with. And
At
Jack
least,
in there with
but
a
that's
clean
the
header.
good thing is what we used to not do against teams
That's
like
it,
Stoke.
Sakash.
Against Bolton, we got the second ball.
Yeah, we did.
Back in the day, we would always lose the first ball
And then cross it
then
straight
lose
back
the
in,
and
yeah.
then lose the second ball, and that's where we would concede. Whereas now, what we're doing is we're being a lot more, you know, switched on. Okay, we lose this first ball, fine, but what are we doing? We're reacting.
This is going to be a tricky game. You've
it.
seen there, Brentford's their style of play. They've just been kicking it straight back in. As soon as it gets to their defenders, they're putting it straight back into the area.
Come on, Nketiah.
Long high
Nice.
balls.
Overlap.
Nice.
Then he's
Good
there.
turn, that's Saka
You
there.
can get that wide to
Plays
Ben.
out wide to
Nice.
Ben White,
Go on,
get in the
Ben.
box.
Whip that in, send that in. Odegaard's there wanting it. Nice. Oi, bang it from there.
It's a good switch of play.
Do you like me on the commentary?
Do you know what? So frustrating. Do you know, I love Arsenal's build-up play, and I love how they play. But you see Brentford,
It's
all
so
they're doing is a
attractive
straight
to
long
watch.
ball. They're not doing any of the pretty stuff. They're like, all right, we know what our game plan is. We're coming here to try and get points with Arsenal. The build-up play is so lovely. Oh my days!
Please finish that, please.
But I tell
Aye.
you, what it is though, right? That was a great ball.
Martin Odegaard is a
I
weight.
told you,
He's a weight.
Martinelli's getting the first goal today.
What I will
Saying it.
say though is that when you look at it, it does look. This looks like an Arsenal performance, and at least we can now say that last week we're not crumbling. Like last week was an anomaly so far. It looks like that.
It does. It feels like that. Why are you giggling at?
I'm just listening and observing.
Right, today's going to be an exciting day.
Lee,
Tell you
I'm
what I
with
would
you, I'm
say
with
as
you there,
well,
though. It's a different
I'm
change.
sure you'll agree with me, after 7.5 minutes, this is shaping up like it's going to be a good game.
Exactly.
don't
That's
wa-
what I said when
I
Cecil
don't
was
really
laughing
want it
at
to be a
me
good game.
about the predictions, but you
But you
saw
said
from that
change
first
your- you said
minute,
change the
because you could
prediction,
see-
though.
No, I know, because you could see. Like,
gonna be a good
I
game.
was directing that at you actually, because you went 1-0.
It's going to be.
But you
it's gonna
can
be
see
1-0.
this is going to be an exciting game.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting game, but they can still get an
The
exciting
energy
1-0
is
win.
Good delivery!
Oh,
Bang!
Oh! right, can I make another prediction? Odegaard, it was Zinchenko.
Can I say that he should have done better with that?
Yes,
he should have, man.
Especially some of his technique as well.
What minute we on? 8.
I know. Oh, yeah. What did I say?
To me, he should have done better with that.
Yeah, I told you, you've got to pick
I
the later,
reckon you might be.
Did you notice how his head goes back at the moment of impact? That's why the ball was skied. Look, see that?
But you know what? Against Everton, we did this loads, by the way. We did this so much, kicking it like off target. I was getting so angry during the last Everton watch on because
To
all the
me,
strikes were off
right,
target.
and I don't want to be hypercritical, but he should be hitting the target.
That's not being hypercritical. You're a Premier League player at this level, and you had time on the ball there. It's not like
a guy of
he
his
was being
quality.
pressed. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Martin Odegaard today is.
He's going to be man of the match.
He's awake.
Right, can we start predicting?
Those three balls.
Can we start predicting man of the match as well?
Already?
Wait,
Charlene
is excited.
No, I'm not saying he's my man of the match, but we can put on our predictions.
No, he started well. He started fast.
Yes,
his vision, that reverse ball as well was superb. Completely different, contrasting to Everton, by the way, because he's, like I said, everyone was sloppy, but his misplacing of passes was so frustrating against Everton. Ben White currently on the ball here, Arsenal in possession.
Can I just say, Ben White's looking on it today as well.
Yeah, he looks good.
Like, he's started really well.
Lovely ball.
I love the energy right now when things are like, when is it 0-0? Like, everyone's excited, it's all like nervous energy.
When you read the players' is it Tribune? Tribune from
it was on YouTube, the Martin Odegaard one.
Yeah, from Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
And then you see him play, it does actually match what he says, like the way that he mentioned how Arsenal is home now, and he didn't feel like Madrid. He felt he wasn't as happy there. He's happy here now. He plays with a freedom. You know, he spoke about how, how he got better when he was in Norway and great balling.
Great balling. No, Lee, I'm with you. I watched that.
Always scanning. The way he learned how to scan from his dad. His dad was an ex-player and helped.
That was unreal. Scan.
To see what's happening on the pitch.
Oh, okay.
Checking
and his dad helped him do all of these things. You see it. Oh, that's nice.
I'll be honest, it's looking sharp. But yeah, no, you do see it. You do see it. I think Martin Odegaard is, for his age as well, a leader, captain, the skill he possesses is incredible, absolutely incredible.
And I think for me, the reason why he's so unique is because he's a different type of leader, and he shows that you don't have to be.
Oh, he's in!
Oh my days!
He's in!
Yeah, it's a foul.
Oh, that's dangerous.
No, that was a foul though. If the
first
one was a foul.
That's a good argument. If the first one was a foul, then
I would have been.
I'll be honest. If it was the other way around, I'd be like, that's soft. But with the first one was a foul.
Where's the foul there?
But the first one was a foul.
No,
yeah. That's got to be consistent. We always are for consistency. That wasn't a foul, by the way. But no,
come on!
I hate when these broadcasters do that.
This is real end-to-end stuff.
We are going to quickly.
I don't care.
We are going to quickly pass over to the information station just to get their thoughts on the first 10 minutes.
I need to see that again, because I think we got away with one.
I ain't complaining.
Alfie? Yeah, that's definitely a foul for me. Of course, it's going to be a foul. Stop Brentford from scoring, so of course I'm going to say it's a foul.
Fair enough. It's been frantic because they're undoubtedly showing a lot. Yeah. On the counter attack, Brentford they're going quite direct. Fair play to them. But Arsenal have a real zip to their play as well. This is a tempo far above what we saw at City in the FA Cup, what we saw at Everton. Yeah, I think there's enough of a foul and enough of a shirt pull. It's probably a bit soft, but as Gooner Lee said, rightly so. If the Xhaka one's a foul, then that's a foul, and he's set the standard now. But Arsenal also happy to go direct. Martinelli coming inside a lot, and these, we said in the Everton game, he was very isolated out there. A lot more diagonal runs coming inside and getting a bit closer to Eddie, and the front three interchanging a bit more.
Yeah, no, definitely. To be fair, it's been a very 50-50 game for me. Odegaard's been on fire so far. Some of these passes reminded me of Mesut.
Yeah, very Ozil-esque,
yeah, definitely. But for me, it's looking quite pretty good so far. We've had a few chances as well, Brentford just had that one. Thankfully, it was a foul.
Yeah, that's Zinchenko's strike. Yeah. We're playing through them. That's the good thing. But let's see if we can work right a little bit more. That's us. We'll be back in a little bit if anything big happens. And of course, to fill you with any stats, insight, or anything that might be happening from Opta as well. But yeah, it's 0-0, 13 minutes played.
I want to pass over to Laurie, Lyle to my right.
I just watched that incident back again, and I have to say, man, that listen, if that was at the other end and we were going through on going out, I would be raging if the referee blew.
That's not a foul. Make the run. No, that's fine. Make the run.
Ben White, hang up. Laurie, I agree with you there. But let's quickly resume the conversation quickly with Martin Odegaard. Underrated? from other peers, from other fans? Do you think he's an underrated player? Because I think he's superb. No?
I think
people
fans
give him
are
respect.
Yeah, people are realizing how good this guy is. I think people are starting to say, look, people are mentioning him as a better player than KDB this season. He's been one of the best midfielders. So I don't really feel like he's been underrated. I feel like he's getting his just deserves and his just dues currently. So that's my
I don't think he gets his flowers enough. Yeah, I don't think. He gets praised for everything he does.
I think he has. I think he's.
This is what I will say about like what rival fans say, that like how much more do people want to wax lyrical about our players and how well, like I think they've done enough. Yeah. Like it's on Arsenal fans to keep like bigging up our players, but how much more do we want from rival fans? Like, do we want them to start supporting Odegaard? Do you want them to be fun? Like, I think they've said enough, in my opinion. But
yeah, I agree. And the other thing I would say as well is that as good as Odegaard's been, I think it's a bit of an unfair comparison to compare him with De Bruyne, because De Bruyne has been doing it season after season. So
yeah. But it's just this season, though, isn't it? Like, De Bruyne is holding bench against Spurs when Odegaard's clapping in bottom corners and that.
Yeah, I think that's where it's all coming from right now.
But I mean, in terms of this game, it's good end-to-end stuff. Arsenal controlling it, but when Brentford have broken, they've looked dangerous, as we just seen.
They have looked threatening.
I mean, look, we know they're a good counter-attacking team. Look what they did to Man City. They scored 2 great goals. But I you know what? You know, this is a game that is tailor-made for someone like Jesus. You need someone who can that little bit of magic. And I always go back to the goal he scored against Leicester.
Is that when he clipped it over the man's head? And it was just like that piece of skill was absolutely sublime.
Go on. Go on!
I think he should have squared
Saka
that.
straight at the keeper, shot.
Do you not think he should have squared that?
Yeah.
That is near post.
You know what I think?
I don't know if there was someone in the box.
I was going to say though, like I think the touch just before made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone in the box. Look, he has to.
And then look,
look. There's 4 man round. There's 5 man round him.
I think if he squares that,
like Henry right on him.
But that's game intelligence as well. I think that's the difference between your Mo Salahs and your Sakas. Someone who's a little bit more...
Which Mo Salah?
Not currently, but I mean like overall. But like that, a seasoned vet would have made a better decision there.
I disagree. I think Saka makes the right decision. I don't think that pass was harder than we all assume. I think there was a pass across
the finish would maybe just do something a bit different.
I can understand why he went for the finish, but I think if he squares it, Eddie's in there. That's 1-0.
Was Eddie there?
Eddie was there.
But there's chances there, though. There's chances there.
No, there definitely is. You see, Martin Odegaard. He is like Arteta's
dream player.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, because I watched some of the interviews with the players. They say who's like the class pet, and they say Martin Odegaard. He's always stood with Mikel Arteta. They're always talking. They're always just in-depth conversations. Like you can tell. He's just perfect. No, but
I would say that is what you want from a captain and manager, because your captain is your voice on the pitch as a manager.
True.
So you got to have that relationship there. So
I think he's there for more the qualities. I don't think he's there. Like I understand he's a captain, but when it comes to leadership, I think on the pitch it's more Xhaka, the Zinchenko's of the world.
Come on, send that in.
Straight across the stick.
To be fair, I would have said if you were a dream player for Arteta, I actually think Zinchenko is actually because
for real,
because he's just like he's like a brainchild, isn't it? I think he's just that player who can do anything and everything.
The top student.
I think Martin Odegaard's that though.
I would tend to agree with Cecil. I think Odegaard's more a fit for him.
Yeah, man.
But you know what it is in football? You need more than one leader on the pitch. 100%. So if you've got guys like Odegaard, Zinchenko, Xhaka.
No, Gary Neville said that Zinchenko's not a leader. Remember, don't forget. Remember that he's not a leader apparently.
And I tell you what as well, right? Like, it's about emotional intelligence, isn't it? It's about knowing, some people like to have the, fire lit inside them from being shouted at. Some people need to be, a calm
there's
word
different types.
And that's what I like. You've got the Partey's who can do it in a certain way. You've got your Xhaka who he's going to do it in a certain different kind of way. You've also got your Gabriel who's probably going to, do the switching on thing that he likes to do. And then you've got your Odegaards who can lead by example.
So even Saka, Saka to me, I know he didn't seem very vocal, but he's a leader in his performances. He's consistent, makes the right decisions, and that's still a leadership quality in my opinion.
Yeah. Which is good.
Odegaard get into
Whereas like someone like Ben White, I don't see Ben White as a leader in any capacity, and that's fine. It's not a problem. But he's performing. Oh, that's nice little fake there.
Charlene, what's your thoughts on Martin Odegaard as well? Do you think he said he's underrated in the league? But what have you thought of him as well? Like, do you think he's Mikel Arteta's dream, or is there other player that comes to mind you're sticking with?
Do you know what? I think Martin Odegaard is absolutely outstanding. I think he's such quality. I think at first when he was named captain, it was a bit like, he seems a bit too quiet. Like he didn't really come across like he ain't one of them players that stand out a lot. Do you know what I mean? He was more sort of reserved, sort of. So it was a bit like, okay. But I think he does all his talking on the pitch. So I can totally see why him and Arteta may just have that little brothership going on.
Connection. What if Jackie gets jealous because we know how much he loves you? Anyway, quickly, possession so far 77 to Arsenal.
That's a good little battle up front there. Mbeumo and Saliba. Or Gabriel. 77% possession to Arsenal, 23% possession to Brentford.
This game is 100% you're going to need the crowd.
Yeah,
110%. This is the game that, right now we talk about how raucous our crowd is. You talk about how supportive we are. This is the game where the crowd need to sort of carry the team over. I think on Wednesday, the crowd's going to do all the electric stuff, and you've got the ashtray.
Please deal with that. Thank you. Was that Saliba or Gabriel?
Gabri.
Well done, Gabri. Yes.
I don't know how I feel right now, because it's like we're dominating possession, but
there's
you
chances.
see these chances.
And we've had
these
some
men
good
get.
chances.
Yeah, but so their ones. They're still half chance, but they still seem like
they should have scored.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say.
We should have scored as well.
No, that one was more. Their one was more clear, but it could have went either way. But I feel like they had a bigger chance so far. It was like that Everton as well. Everton had like three big chances.
Yeah. I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he should have scored in the first half. Pinnock as well. He's a good header of the ball.
Is this the first corner from Brentford?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
It's the second corner.
Second?
Is it the second?
It's the second one.
The other one was a throw-on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Ooh. That's not.
Yeah, it was a long.
That's not great. Again, look, Pinnock as well.
Do you know what? This is so annoying. In the Everton game, we never won the ball in the first ball. That happened again here.
I know, obviously, they're different quality of teams, but
we got to get.
I remember the game. I did the watch along for the game against Wolves just before we broke up for the World Cup break. And even though first half we weren't great, it was still a dominating performance. Now it just seems like we don't get that control in the game. Like, we're still trying to fight for certain things. We're scratching and clawing.
Arsenal with a clearance there from the corner. Brentford currently in possession. Listen, guys, talk to me, right?
You look at Brentford and you can see that they do a hell of a lot of work on their set pieces.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. But when you know,
we tried to get their set piece coach, didn't we, or did we have him?
No, we got their goalkeeping coach.
Oh, okay.
We got their goalkeeping coach.
Do you think Arsenal are weaker if they don't score early on in the game? Because that used to be, like you spoke about, it used to be, we start fast and whatnot. Do you think that is a problem if we don't get a goal early on, or do you think it doesn't matter, regardless? Because right now, we haven't got the early goal. We are still dominating possession, but there's a big worry there. If we feel it, I'm sure that they might be feeling that.
Well, I've lost one because I said I was going to score in the 14th minute as well.
I'm still on par. We're on what, 20?
Well,
is that 21 or 23 minutes we're on?
I said.
What minute did you go for, Laurie?
I went 12 minutes, Ivan Toney. So I'm glad to say I've been proven wrong.
Yeah. And what did you go for, Seth?
I said 64th minute.
Oh, yeah.
64th minute for the first goal. I went with a 1-0.
Either way.
Oh, that might be going against the grain a bit. It is definitely going against the grain.
But this game is nicely poised because we got control of the ball and possession for the most part. But every time Brentford break, they do look dangerous. So we do have to be watchful.
Mickey Silva comment says, "Come on, Gunners, let's have it.
Yes.
Stop messing about."
I think we're trying. We're probing. We're definitely, having the ball, and we're trying to do all the things that would lead to. Oh, nice!
Go! Oh.
MV10 says, "Stop the sideways passing, Gunners." It's so weird, isn't it? Because I actually love the way we play. I love the way we play, and I know it takes patience to break a team down, but I wouldn't change it. I think
you know what? I'm going to beg to differ slightly on that. I would like to see us take a few more shots from outside goal.
Outside the box?
Yeah, because sometimes when you get a team like Brentford who are defending low block and getting men back behind the ball, you do need to chance your arm a little bit. So I would like to see us take a few more shots outside the area.
We haven't been hitting the target from inside the box.
I'll tell you what, though. I will say, and again, this is just again being a pessimist, but even when it's 1-0, it's still very, very nervy, isn't it? It's because the game plan really doesn't change much for Brentford.
No. Well, they always say that old adage, goals
Go on,
change
nice
games.
Philip,
So if we get a goal, it'll be interesting to see what attitude Brentford come with.
Oh, that's an
Great,
interesting take of a
creative.
corner, straight to the edge of the box there for Martin Odegaard.
Here we go.
It's been
Look,
cleared
you
out.
see, look, that is look at that. Look at that.
Who's that? Right? Is that Buemo running?
Yeah.
Hey, Bremo and Tony on the counter actually is more deadly than I first assumed. I know. Listen, I feel Bremo's had a great season so far. For me, was a danger man, but blimey, you
What's
forget.
happened to Weese? He's not
He's on the
playing.
bench. No, he's just the bench. He's a good
But he's always been.
option off the
He's always
bench.
been a kind of like a guy off the bench.
Impact player.
Yeah. That's more. Oh, that's on the box.
Backside.
That was a hark back to the
Wow.
old
I
party.
think what that was is I think he was trying to meet Harry Kane's ball from the World Cup. He's trying to
No, but
see-
you know what? No,
No,
but
it's-
hear what, yeah.
Go
I
on.
don't have no problem with that.
He's trying to meet Harry Kane.
No, you did
I
mention
don't,
that.
yeah, I've got no problem with that because, you know, you've got to try things.
Yeah.
You've got to try.
Got to try hit the target.
Partey's already scored a couple of outstanding goals from
Yeah.
outside
But
the
the
box
goal
this
he
season.
scored against Tottenham, he met it very differently.
Yeah.
That was a shot where the ball kind of came to him and
he side-footed it against Tottenham and he wrapped it into that
bins.
top corner. Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't have no issue with a man trying to shoot from outside the box. You've got to break it up a bit, try something different.
100%. You don't want to be too predictable as well.
Heroes_Nick says, don't fall for the counters today. Have to be
Man on.
wary of it. Come on, you
come
guys.
on.
Come on, boys. Take shots. Brentford with the attack here. No.
This is dangerous.
Oh, no.
Backside it.
That was
hit
Ivan
the,
Toney's, wasn't it? Or was it Rico?
They've had bigger people.
He hit the bar.
I'm worried. They've had bigger chances than us.
This is what I was saying, people. Every time they break, they look dangerous.
Like, from there, I was like, oh no, I could see it.
You would expect Ivan Toney to score this.
That's a
year.
bad miss, by the way. That's an open goal. That's
Yeah.
actually an open goal. Zinchenko.
So what we're saying, so for all our possession that we've had, the two best chances in this half so far
fallen
have
to
fallen to
Brentford.
Brentford.
That happened at Everton. Same thing at Everton.
So now, Lee, when I was telling you yesterday, my friend, about concentrate on this game first, you see what I'm saying, bro?
No, I don't. But yeah,
Because serious, Ivan Toney, right, a player of his quality,
No, my
that's
thing was-
meat and drink for him. He should
I
be
said,
scoring.
no, and again,
Bad miss from Ivan
I've
Toney,
said,
yeah.
and I said, I stick
God.
by it. I said, right now, Man City aren't playing at the same level as Brentford. Yes, they're a different team on paper, but when you look at the way that Brentford are playing, they probably are going to give us more problems than what Man City will.
You did say
Yeah, unpopular opinion. I think this is a harder game than Man City
It is.
come Wednesday.
Yeah, go on.
I genuinely believe that as well. I genuinely do. I think that is.
Yeah, because I think I said yesterday on the live that the City game is the more sexy game, but this is probably
Nice.
just as difficult, if not more so.
Yeah, I agree.
Go on, Park.
You've got to earn the right.
It's funny
Come
as
on,
well
let's
because
go.
you know, first half
He
of the
wants
season.
it.
Here we go. Saka on the ball here, out wide.
Eddie.
On the
Eddie.
Watch him
attack.
double up on him.
Come on. Is this crossing into the box?
They-
Hold on.
You see what
It's-
they're doing? I've noticed a little pattern. Saka will put that ball into the box deep, innit? At
Yeah,
the
into
far
the back
post.
post.
Yeah. So it's definitely
And like
planned, isn't it?
Charlene was saying, you don't want to become too predictable, man. You've got to, you know what I mean?
I tell you what though, like it's a funny one because you saw the influence of Xhaka in the first
Here
half
we
of the
go
season,
again with Tony and Mbuemo.
and now
That's a great ball.
My God.
I'll tell
Mbuemo
you what,
on the
man, this
attack.
Brentford team, you know, they're not no
1v1
joke.
against Gabriel.
That was a great ball by Tony.
that's,
Brentford still on the ball in a
Gabriel,
half.
you've got to get back into your position though,
Get the
man.
ball. Get the ball.
Oh.
Don't foul. Do not foul.
They're winning them second balls as well, bro.
Good,
game,
that's good,
boy.
but that's very good play by Saka though. The way he's
is.
obviously
That
he's
strength.
got back and he's
But
won the ball back.
they're winning the second balls.
Oh my days. Who is that?
That's
Is
not
that
foul?
Jensen? Is that Norgard?
Well played, referee.
That's a foul.
Hey, that's a foul now.
Arsenal pick up a foul in their own half.
I've got to say, I'm impressed by Brentford because, you know what I mean, they defend well.
They're a
And when
good
they
side.
break, they look very purposeful, man. They look dangerous.
They're a good side.
That's the captain, is Christian Norgard. So he's from Norway as well, isn't he?
Don't know, is that nationality? I know he scored against us when we lost in the first at 2-0. I want to give you a quick update on the other scores going on in the Premier League currently so far. Obviously 0-0 here. West Ham, Chelsea drew 1-1 full time. Crystal Palace, Brighton still 0-0. Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Fulham are winning 1-0 there. Leicester are beating Tottenham 2-1.
I did predict Leicester to beat Tottenham today. Let's go.
Yes.
How mad is it? They've beaten City. Listen, the game's not done, but it's so funny to see
Mind
that.
you, I think this season Spurs have been known for scoring late goals. So, shouldn't celebrate too hard too quick.
And Southampton are beating Wolves 1-0.
Rah!
Really?
Yeah.
Nathan Jones.
I tell you what though.
Oh no, this is dangerous again.
I was like,
This is definitely not a game for any. I mean, again, going back to what we were speaking about yesterday,
Offside.
it's offside.
Go on.
To make 3 or 4 changes. This is the team to play.
Not right now, anyway.
No, this was the team to play. It's just that we need to. It's just, you know what it is. It's just the control. Like I've been so used to for the last 19, 20 games. Arsenal, even against Man City in the first half when we lost, we had control. Whereas in this game, over the last 2 or 3 games, maybe we seem to have lost that. We don't have.
This is good.
is it 2 inches?
too
I don't know.
inches.
There's just something that seems to have changed a little bit with how we're playing in the game.
Yeah, he took a big risk there, man. That looks great, but if you lose that...
Oh no. Brentford again. Saliba just giving it away there at the halfway line. Brentford currently on the attack. Breaking
Is
on
it me?
Arsenal.
But Brentford seem to be growing in confidence as well a little bit.
They will do. They've had the
come out.
chances.
That actually can help us in a way.
Clearance
That's
there
good.
from Ben White.
That can help us. If they come out a little bit more and feel like they're pumping their chest out, that's when we might have to just give them with the the little haymaker, finish them off with a goal or 2.
I'm proper uneasy, you know. I'll be honest. I'm proper uneasy.
No, but you're right to feel uneasy because we all identified that before this game. We all said it. I know Charlene was a little bit more confident than the rest of us, but we all said that this is going to be a difficult game. And so it's proven. We're coming up to half an hour. And
That half an
as I
hour's
said
gone quick.
before, we've had the greater possession and the more chances. But Brentford have had the better chances, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I think Brentford had more chances and the better chances.
Okay.
I
think you'll find
No, I
statistically
disagree. I
we've
think,
had
yeah, 'cause
more.
we- yeah, 'cause
Statistically
we-
we've had more.
It will pop up on the screen at some point soon. Who's had
You
more
know I'm
chances
right.
to
Well,
find
listen,
it.
when
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think we've had more chances.
know I'm
but
right,
the
bro.
clearer chances have come to Brentford.
Oh!
They just
That's
had
another
a
chance.
corner and they've won the ball again. We have not won the first header from a corner yet. And that was, in my opinion, probably going in. Because Ramsdale looked beat.
that was going in.
blocked.
No, was that a good save though?
No,
Yeah,
it was a block.
No, it was a good block.
Oh, was it?
I think that was going in though.
It looked like it was, bro.
That looks like a foul. That looked like a foul.
I think it's a head.
What is going on here?
That
I'm
looked like,
uneasy.
that looked like a foul. That-
No, I think
MV10 with the
that's-
chat says our defence is looking shaky. Town with a comment says poor, slow, need play fast.
It's not poor. It's just that we've not scored a goal. I don't think you could say we've been
Is me
poor.
going to
I
get
don't
a
think we've
yellow?
been poor either.
Yeah, that doesn't look great. I saw that straight away. That looked like a very.
That's the,
That
would have been,
that
if
hit-
that didn't block,
that
that's a
hit
goal.
Xhaka.
That's a goal.
That's a goal. Who's marking him? Who's marking? He's not even marked. He's not even marked.
No, but you could argue as well that's good positioning by Xhaka.
No,
Yeah.
but like you have to. When you get someone, when you get those players making a running jump and contact with the ball, that's poor.
Yeah.
Because a man should
lost
be
your
there
man.
to, a man should be there to, stop that runner. That means that someone's been blocked off or something, which, you have to. The goal that we conceded last week against Odegaard, it was poor from him because he did not stop
Stop the guy, yeah.
the guy.
But this is
Tarkowski.
slightly different.
No, but what I'm saying is you have to be strong. You have to win your battles. Football's all about winning your battles. And unfortunately, Odegaard didn't win his last week, and whoever's lost a man here didn't win his this week. So it's just, these are top players, professional players.
I hear what you're saying, but
it's the
where
small,
I would
minute
slightly
They might be doing
disagree
half
with
zone or half marking, but even still, you should never let a man have a
you. Yeah,
run.
I was going to say I hate to
clean.
disagree with you, but I do actually like disagreeing with you.
I know. You know what? Yeah. Even though you're my guy, you ain't my guy.
I feel like that's how we a lot.
No, but there is a difference between that header there and last week. You saw
Odegaard,
Tarkowski just ease Odegaard. This was very different.
Eased
Two
him.
guys went for the ball.
No, but what I'm saying is it doesn't look good. It doesn't reflect good if you've got two Brentford players getting the contact or a chance on the ball, and you've got Arsenal players that are not there or standing around. Yes, they might be in the right position, but ultimately, Arteta's not going to be, or the set piece coach isn't going to say that's good defending. That's not what he expects from his players, is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what? Sorry to interrupt you. I was just going to say, I've just seen Eddie come into the picture. That's the first time I've seen him, bro. He's not been in the game at all. He's not had no service.
Yeah, we've got a super chat here from London _nomad. Thank you for the super chat, London. Seeing shades of Everton, bring on Tommy and Tierney. We need fresh legs on those sides.
What now?
That's a bit reactionary. Let the game play.
I don't think anyone needs to be subbed right now.
I mean, it's 33 minutes. I mean, Eddie needs to get in the game, man. He looks frustrated as well. Look at him.
Just cut you there. Jared D. Ramos with a super chat as well says we're second on every duel yet again this week. We need to act like we're the big dogs. Come on, bro. And
well, you know what? We did listen, fans, calm down. We made an excellent start. We didn't score. This is what happens in football. Teams soak up the pressure, and then this is what we spoke about before. Ebb and flow. And this is what we're seeing here. Brentford are a good team. This is what I kept saying, bro. They're not going to be a walk in the park.
I do get the people, like I said, I feel uneasy, and I can see, from watching what we're seeing so far, I do get some of these super chats. Maybe not making changes so soon, but they're right. In the second balls, we shouldn't be winning. We should be winning the first balls, especially in these corners. We know how deadly it is and how dangerous teams are. Now, I want to pass over to the information station to give their thoughts on the first 30 minutes of the game.
10 minutes to half time. What are your thoughts?
You know what, I said it early on, I thought it was very 50-50. I got soon proven wrong by the possession stats. It was a little bit more leaning towards us, but we've fallen off a little bit here, you know. Ivan Toney had that chance where he's hit the crossbar. Rico Henry, I think, missed an open goal. It's definitely leaning more towards Brentford, and we've been very lucky not to concede so far.
You know what? I disagree with London Nomad, who sent in his super chat. This isn't shades of Everton for me. I think with Everton, it was quite a closed affair. I guess the conceding the kind of chances and space in the box we did, I agree with. But I think there's a lot more zip to Arsenal's play. I don't think Arsenal are playing badly. I mean, they're far too open at the back, but actually they have been all season at home because they also attack more. They sort of back themselves to get through it. Away, we seem to be a little bit more closed up, though last week wasn't evidence of that. I think this is one of those where Arsenal, you know, Brentford we said it in the starting game, they've got a real block of 3 centre-backs and 3 midfielders in front. White puts into the box, but it's headed out. That's going to be really difficult to break down. So Arsenal just need to be very inventive and hope they do their job at the back. Saka and Martinelli are interchanging. They're trying to find other ways around, and I appreciate that from the team. You know, they're trying different things, but it's going to take a lot of hard work. And I didn't think this was going to be one of those games where we just absolutely play through them because they're in good form and they've got the players to stop that. But we'll see. 35 minutes on the clock. Saliba's fouled Toney, and there's a free kick on the halfway line, roughly.
We need to get Eddie into this game a lot more. Eddie's barely had a sniff today.
But you know what else we need to do? We need to have some shots, just something that makes Brentford go, oh, you know, okay, even if we drop in, they're able to have some strikes on goal. That's why I was a little disappointed with some of the efforts earlier in terms of just asking a question of David Raya, you know, but we have got in a few times, I guess. That ball into White, the ball into Nketiah, Martinelli, there's one for Saka as well. So if Arsenal can just back themselves and not panic, I think they'll find a goal here. But it's also about keeping Brentford out because Brentford have had the better chances.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about that.
It looks like Saliba and Gabriel have been struggling with Ivan Toney and Mbebu so far.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a real battle on. I think they've done okay, but it's not half as accomplished a performance as it was when we played them at their place. So 0-0, about 10 maybe more minutes to half time, and a free kick to Brentford. Then on the edge of the area, but Xhaka clears it back to Cecil and everyone else.
James mentioned there, he's cleared it from our box. Brentford straight back into possession here. Boy, this is a tough one because Arsenal playing good football, but again, we keep mentioning they've had the bigger chances. Brentford still in our box. Please, get rid of it.
Do you know what, though? I will say, right, I know everyone's mentioned, like, Nketiah's not got into the game, Zinchenko or whoever. I think the actual biggest difference that I'm noticing, as I said, over the last couple of games is Xhaka. I just feel like his position is such a focal point in the team. He's the one that's meant to be the goal-getter. You've got the creativity from Odegaard. You've got the anchor in.
He's been poor so far today. Come on, Eddie, man.
I just think Jack is the one who I just look at it and I'm saying he's not been bad, but I just feel like there's something different with him which is making the team maybe not function as well.
No, talk on that more, Lee. I'm confused. What do you mean? I don't know about that. What, is it just because I haven't seen him much in this game, if I'm completely honest. I don't know. I don't know if he's been bad. I haven't seen him get on the ball. But what's changed? What did you say?
I just feel like before we saw those penetrative runs into the box, we saw that he was really connecting with the left winger in Martinelli. We saw that he was constantly connecting with Martin Odegaard and.
Oh, that was such a bad pass.
Sorry.
And obviously,
go on.
Zinchenko and stuff like that. But now it just seems that he's just struggling, I feel like, to get into the game. I feel like he's struggling to get his foot on the ball and, really pushing forward.
Yeah. For me, it's the sharpness. I don't know what I haven't got an answer for why doesn't feel as we're as sharp as we used to be. Like, we used to be like zip, like good build up, how we just had there. But that final ball was always in, cross, goal. Like, I don't know what's changed. I don't know. I have no answer for it. But that's what I feel is missing. And this is going to sound a bit different. I agree with you about Eddie Nketiah, and you're one to mention he's started poor, and you're his guy. So for me, if there is going to be a sub, not this early on, but I'd look at taking him off for Trossard. Oh my days!
Oh, what a save!
Brentford with a shot from outside the box. Ramsey, I don't know how. Wow! I don't know what that was. He was like mid-air.
Wow.
I must admit, that was going in.
What a save!
What a save from Ramsdale.
That was mental.
That was from Ivan Toney, wasn't it?
Yes. That was. You know what? I tell you what. He's growing though. He as a player, you can see.
Ivan Toney into the game. Yeah.
You can see since his first season till now as well. He's become a Premier League player, like a fully fledged, great player in his own right, and he's not an option B. He's a very good player for a starting team in a top team.
He's been quality from the get-go.
He has, but the first season is normally you have to prove yourself.
Well, we were said to be interested in him at one point.
Yeah, I was interested in him.
I would definitely have taken him to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think he's got too many. He's got about 200 and something cases.
That's the only thing. That's probably why his stock might be
200 reasons why.
Yeah, because when he comes back, he's going to need to find a move. But he's been in great form. I'll be honest. He's a quality player.
This is good.
Who spoke about the back post, targeting the back post?
Me.
Go on, talking, because it seems like you said it. No, he said me, the Oracle.
The one
that's what he said,
He wants a claim to fame, and when the work comes, he wants to sit back and his feet up.
Man said me, the Oracle. Go on, explain it, because you're right, they are targeting.
You can see from early on that that's what they've been doing, so it nearly worked there, though.
Laurie,
it nearly worked there.
Get it in. Come on, Arsenal with a press chart on Brentford.
As they say in Jamaica, I mean near me.
Here we go, Xhaka on the ball.
Yeah, but I will say though, like it does look very patterns of play.
It does.
It looks very obvious at times. Like you're going to get the ball, then they're going to try and whip it in, and they're going to go for the back post. Like there isn't. It does look like yes.
I've got to say as well though, on the opposite side, Martinelli's not getting much change out of. Is it Roslev?
Yeah.
He's defended very well against Xhaka. Saka's having a bit more success down the right.
But we are mainly going down that right side. I hear what you're saying. Since Martinelli has had his 1-1s, he hasn't won it, but it is heavily coming down the right side.
And it's a mad one, right? Because
I say, could he be off in the second half for
Martinelli?
I would put Eddie off.
Go on!
Hold on. Arsenal.
No, I wouldn't take.
No, he can't take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Eddie.
He's not had the service, to be fair.
Foul.
Hey.
Play on.
Saliba there. Fouled in Brentford's half.
These kind of games now. I watch a lot of NFL, and the reason why
who you got tomorrow? Eagles or Chargers?
It's tough. To be fair, this is probably one of the first times I don't mind either team winning because both quarterbacks are black. I don't actually mind. I don't mind.
Bit racist, isn't it?
Bro.
Back to the game. Yeah. Arsenal.
Basically, anyway, talking about.
Go on.
Right, set piece. Odegaard over it. Anyone think we're going to get a goal?
Odegaard free kick.
Let's see if
Arsenal. This is a good position,
Let's see if Arsenal is going to win a header this time. The first.
It's got to go in deep.
Brentford having winning the first time headers.
There we go. That's a good delivery.
NTT music with Super Chat says Cecil's turned into a nervous wreck. Wagwan low. I'm chill, my guy. I'm not chill actually. The performance has actually got me a bit worried. I can't lie. We are dominating play, but like I said, we've mentioned it so many times in the stream so far. Brentford had the bigger chances, and I don't know. It's not Everton-like, But there is similarities when it comes to crosses in the box from Brentford and Arsenal winning the first ball. So I have a bit of a weird feeling in my belly. But I did say 1-0 either side. I think it's going to be a tight.
This is a good little spell for Arsenal.
This
Hang
could
it
be
up the back post.
Oh
yes.
Oracle. Oh! Do you know what? That went in. Xhaka head back to Martinelli. Martinelli on the volley. Ball's gone over the. Oh, but listen.
These last 5 minutes have been a nice little spell for us. Just need to.
Ben White hanging it to the back of the box, as Laurie would say. The Oracle flicks it back off Xhaka, and then Martinelli with a first-time shot. Hard chance to take.
It's a difficult technique.
It's a very difficult technique.
That would have been
It's a decent effort.
It's a good phase of play, though.
Right before half-time as well.
Yeah, we are coming up to
Sorry, I just
half-time.
pushed you, Lee.
No, listen, it's.
Is this why you've been pumping harder in the gym to sit next to me?
I mean, yeah.
Just says
myself protected.
Charlene cheering like we scored. This is close. It's a close
I
one.
know.
The scream was loud though, boy.
Was
Echoed
it? Oh,
through.
God.
I must admit, though, I have enjoyed this half. It's been a good half of football.
I have.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed
It's a
it.
battle. It's been a
No,
battle. isn't it?
meaning that it's okay. If you're a neutral, this is a good game to watch.
Yeah.
But we're not neutral.
Yeah.
I said
I
if.
beg you say it again. But
No,
you said you enjoyed this
You
half.
can't put yourself in the position of a Chelsea fan because you're not.
Obviously, I want Arsenal to win, but you have to respect Brentford. They've given us a good test.
No, but
Right, come on, boy.
No, he's chested that down there. It's just so annoying. So frustrating from Arsenal. So has it been? Listen, we're not at the halfway point. Has it been a good half or
on.
not? Like, where are we at? Where are you at on the
Nah, I don't
the
think
air
It's
of?
been a well-contested half.
I don't think it's from an Arsenal perspective, because that's what we are, Arsenal fans.
Okay.
I don't think it's been a good half, only because if you look at the chances, I think even if we haven't scored, fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Bang
we've
it.
given them too many chances.
It's good football though. I'll give. It's good football from Arsenal. But it's that final ball that we're just lacking. It's becoming a theme here. I don't know what's been going on. Teams are getting into their position. Like, we've been taking long to break down a team. Teams get into their set positions. And we really, really can't break down. We have to be killer and quicker.
No,
when it
Lee,
comes
you're
to
right.
attack.
From an Arsenal fan, it's quite frustrating because we want this goal. But what I'm saying is, from an entertainment perspective, it's quite an intriguing game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
40 side with a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Says Nketiah missing today. Zinchenko struggling. Poor passing and holds onto the ball too long. Maybe bring on Tierney and Trossard for Eddie.
Can I just ask though, like, if people in the chat, right? Everyone keeps saying Eddie Nketiah has been poor. Has he got the ball though?
he has not had no service.
But then is that part of being a striker though and being available? And I've seen him try to play it and lose out.
What I'm saying is, if, for example, we're looking at the setup, and I'm sure James will do a tactical review tomorrow, or whenever, obviously Tuesday, whenever.
Yeah.
They've got like 8 players around him. Even Saka's got always 2 or 3 players around him. So where I feel like we're not moving the ball quickly enough, we need to get these guys out of position, but we're not. And Eddie Nketiah is making all the runs. He's trying to hold the ball. I don't feel like he's having a bad half in the sense of like he's been woeful on the ball. He's not. We're not even getting him.
You make a good point.
Yeah,
and I would say as well, Lee, is that you can always tell.
Where's
you can
Brennan?
always tell.
Can
right?
someone get his touches up? How many
Yeah.
touches has Eddie Nketiah had?
You can
That'll be
always
for the
tell when
half-time
a
show,
striker
information
is
station.
not getting decent service because then they start to drop
Drop
deeper.
deeper, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And you've seen him do that.
And another thing, I'll tell you why you
this
know
is
that.
dangerous.
When a player doesn't get the ball, they start doing stuff like he did earlier on, where he kicked.
Go on.
Eddie's
Go
on the
on.
ball now,
There
he's
he
on the
is.
ball
There
now,
he is
he's
on the ball. Go on.
You should
He
have
should have given it. I think. Do you know what? I'm with the comments here. Big up. I'm on the comments, and I'm not saying.
Yeah, but
listen,
you're always going after Eddie. You are.
no, I'm not. Listen, this is the realist.
You do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's going to be criticised and looked on with a magnifying glass because Jesus is out. You mentioned it earlier. You said this would be a perfect game for Jesus to do a bit of brilliance.
You know what it is?
mentioned
Let me just interrupt you for just 1 second.
Go on.
People are acting like he's having a bad game because he's missed chances.
Go
But I'm saying
on.
he doesn't even get the ball. And as I said, that's why I wanted to know how many touches has he actually had.
I don't
How
think he's
many-
missed chances. I don't think he's missed chances. I don't think he's had many chances. But the things he has been involved in, he hasn't come out as the positive side of it, in my opinion, from what I've seen him being involved in. Not chances wise. I haven't even seen
I
him
think
have
that's
a
very
proper
hard.
chance.
18 touches in 45 minutes.
18 touches for a strike. Hey,
woeful.
Yeah, but how many of those have been in
the final
box?
third?
Yeah.
But then who's that down? That's what you got. That's
down
a
to the
striker.
team.
I know.
No, it's down to the
strike.
team.
If you're dropping deep, you said he's dropping deep because he's getting frustrated. Stay in the box, like.
Cecil, 18 of those touches when he ran from our half.
And he should have given.
Just bang it from there.
Yeah, but half of them were from our half, and he ran with the ball.
We don't know that yet. We said he's in 18 touches. We don't know where they've been.
Yeah.
But I'm just. It's half time anyway. But that conversation.
No
Eddie,
minutes added on.
There's going to be a magnifying glass on this.
Oh, I didn't even realise.
Yeah, it's 47 minutes.
Oh, I just got so into it.
It's just, it is what it is. That's how it is. I think he's going to be very much so like looked on with a magnifying glass because Jesus is out. Don't get me wrong, Eddie's a great player. He's filled the boots very well. Gabriel Jesus, he's come in and been a good player, but we need to rely on our strikers to get the goals.
I think you're both right in a way. He's not had the desired impact. Yes, you're right, Cecil. When he has had the ball, we saw it a minute ago there where he got the ball on the flanks. He made a good run. He should have released it. He checked back, and we ended up attack ended up breaking down.
That's not going to kill him. Kill a man.
Let me land, man. Let me land.
Jamaica Airlines land the plane, lad. Let Jamaica Airlines land the plane. Go on.
Yeah, so I was going to go on to and then agree with Lee to say that yes, he's had touches, but he's had to drop deep. So the touches have not been in the half of the pitch where he wants it, where he can do damage. You know what I mean?
Okay, look quickly. Ivan Toney, Eddie Nketiah. Who's had the better half? Let me just ask you that.
Oh,
quickly.
Tony, without a doubt.
But you say that. Go on.
Yeah, but
no, but I know what you're doing. That's a trick question.
No, that's not a trick question. It's not a trick question. Bro, it's not loaded.
That is a loaded question. That is.
I'm asking you a question. Who's had a better half? It's just from your opinion. It's not loaded. I promise.
And Tony has.
Okay. And you're going to say...
I was going to say Tony as well.
Because, the only reason I said that, just before they just showed Ivan Toney's big miss there. Yeah, that was a key miss. So, for me, if Eddie did that, then I'd be like, because you were saying about chances, he has had many chances.
Yeah.
That was a big chance. I think some Brentford fans would be saying, okay, he started all right, Ivan Toney, but he had the biggest opportunities in that whole first half. Some would say, because of that, Eddie might have had the better half. That's why I brought that question up. Not to say it was not loaded. I just wanted to just highlight that.
No,
that was a huge shot.
That was a huge chance.
Open goal.
But I think as well, you have to think about game plans. Like the game plan for Brentford is to counter attack. So what they're doing is working effective for the players that they have.
Yep.
We're not playing well as a team, which is then making Eddie look even worse.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
All right. Okay. Before we go, I was going to read a super chat from Shref. M11, so Martinelli and Saka have become too predictable. Don't dribble, just pass it into the middle or cross. We are trying to walk the ball into the net. Why? Boys, better wake up in the second half. Now, before we go over to James for the halftime show and Frank over there, here's a little word from Lee and Julian.
It's like I've had no freedom to just be myself. I keep getting restricted. It's like someone's watching me at home, on the train, even in the bathroom. It's making me see red!
Well, that's because London is red.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, just to be sure, I'm going to prescribe you 2 years of NordVPN. You'll feel a better sense of self when you can explore the internet with freedom. And with next generation encryption on up to 6 devices, those feelings of being watched will be gone.
Does that mean I can access new content on streaming services I've already subscribed to?
Just change your location in the app.
And I won't get tagged by any malware?
Nord's threat protection will have you covered.
And I can save money when travelling and shopping locally instead of internationally.
All you've got to do is click the link.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Doc.
All right, Ty.
No, I'm not right. It's a disgrace.
Charming.
Remember, with the AFTV special, you can get a bonus gift and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, welcome back. Let's talk about half-time. Let's talk about half-time. Let's talk about the first half. I want to just quickly jump in and say, I'm seeing the comments, I'm hearing some of the discussion. I don't think we're playing badly. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I think we're playing quite well. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
We're not playing badly, but we're not playing great. In terms
great.
of us, it's very 50-50, and we need to be that little bit better.
Sure.
Because again, like we said before the game, going into this Man City game, we need to get the 3 points. We need to get a convincing win. It will just fill us with confidence going into the game.
Yeah.
On paper, we look like the much better team. You know, we've got 70% possession in the game. We've had the more shots, but Brentford have had the better chances.
Yeah.
So it's looking scary. It's looking very shaky at the back there.
Yeah. So I have one concern, one major concern, which is we're not creating good enough chances for me to sort of think it's going to go in. Don't worry, keep doing your thing, it's going to go in. Yeah, it's sort of by the way, we're having a little look here at the Leicester and Tottenham goals as well. So Tottenham went 1-0 up.
So they did they went 1-0 up very early on. I think it was about 15th minute.
And then Leicester equalised.
Yeah, I think this is the Leicester equaliser, and what an equaliser, by the way.
So Tottenham are 3-1 down at half time, by the way, for anyone wondering.
Very Spursy, very Spursy.
But that's here's Iheanacho. Rolls it into,
and that's practically straight from the top 2-1 as well. That's crazy.
Sorry, we'll go back to talk about our game. But obviously, you know, these are our North London rivals, so we're just keeping an eye on their goals. 3-1 down as well. Oh, so the third came on the brink of half time.
Yep.
Who scored it? Iheanacho. Oh, keeper shouldn't be conceding from there. So I'm not watching this Arsenal performance and going, it's coming. Relax, it's coming. Don't worry. We're not creating anywhere near enough chances, but I think in football sometimes, and maybe I'm overcomplicating it, but sometimes I think we oversimplify by just going, oh, we're playing well or we're playing badly or whatever. I think we're conceding too many chances.
Yep.
That's bad. We're not creating enough and working David Raya. That's bad. But if you're asking me about the interchanging of positions, the play between, you know, the fluidity, the movement, the alternating of positions, sometimes Zinchenko's overlapping, Xhaka's runs to the back post, Martinelli and Saka swapping wings at times, some of the 1-2s in tight spaces. Actually, we're playing really well, and I think we're working Brentford really hard. I think they are out there thinking, brilliant, you know, we're happy that we're creating chances, Brentford this is, but we're really having to work hard to keep up with Arsenal. And I think if Arsenal can just get that final key to unlock the door, that last little bit in the final third, not even to score goals, but just to work David Raya.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we'd be, if we'd forced David Raya into, you know, 2 or 3 decent saves this half, I think we'd be saying, look, we're all right, we'll keep going. Yeah. But it's the fact that we haven't worked him hard enough, which is, I think, what's disappointing people.
And the thing is, it's not like we haven't had the opportunity either. There's been a few of these chances in the game where there was a much better option. Like we look at the Eddie Nketiah one that we looked at off camera in the box, where he took about 7 or 8 touches.
Yeah.
Ben White, I think it was either Ben White or Odegaard that was there on the wing free, and he just didn't make the pass. And that could be because, you know, it's a striker. It's a striker's move. He's going to want to go for goal there, but we need to think smartly in these situations in order to get the goal that we need.
I'm going to use Eddie Nketiah as an example here. Don't think he's been our worst player. No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really given that much thought. I don't think we're playing badly enough that I need to sort of start digging players out. But Eddie Nketiah in the last 5 minutes has kind of captured what I don't want Arsenal to become for this second half. Now, what I mean by that might sound really harsh, but let me explain what I mean. That moment you just explained, where Eddie's got the ball, and before that, Odegaard does really well to keep in a tight space. Then he gives it to Eddie, and he actually originally does well to keep it in a tight space, and he's just got to roll it to Ben White. But what he actually ends up doing is sort of basically twisting and trying to lift it into the air. He was trying to force something that wasn't naturally on. Then about 30 seconds later, he steams into, was it Ivan Toney, whoever it was, concedes a foul. But he actually looked at him and went into him. Again, trying to leave a little bit on him, concedes a foul, bit scrappy, break up a play, which is what Brentford want. And then about a minute after that, on the counter, he's driving forward, does really well to drive. Martinelli's there. He just needs to roll it into Martinelli and start heading for the box. But he doesn't. He sort of keeps it, then he turns back inside and Brentford have got back, because he's not making decisions quick enough. And when I say he sort of encaptures what I don't want Arsenal to become, what he's been the last 5 minutes, I think overall his half's been pretty good. He's worked really hard. Link-up play's been very decent. I'm happy with Eddie. But that last 5 minutes, what we saw is what an Arsenal could look like in the last 20 minutes. For still 0-0, we're 1-0 down, and we start panicking, and we don't have something. We're not, creating situations. We're not, worrying Brentford or working them hard, because we're just sort of losing our sense of, purpose, what we're trying to do, because it's ultimately too forced. And I don't want the team to fall into it. I think Eddie needs to just have have some water, listen to the manager's instructions, and reset for the second half.
I think what you're explaining there is what happened to us a lot last season specifically, in terms of, we're not playing terribly.
Yeah.
But we just need to be smart about what we're doing. We need to take our chances. And I think there was a period at the start of Mikel Arteta's reign where we weren't fantastic in the first half, but then we'd come out fighting in the second half to get that goal. And I think that it's very
really good
important
point. Actually, we
I
did
think,
have
and I think it's very important that we do that in this game. And you know, we've had instances in the past where Eddie specifically hasn't performed very well in the first half, and he's come out 2 or 3 goals in the second half. So I've still got faith in Eddie.
No, absolutely. And I was just using his 5 minutes at the end to make a wider point about the team. I love Eddie. You can't fault his work rate and his effort, and you can't fault that he can score goals. You know, but I think he's been a little. You know what it's like, kid on a playground, and you know, you 5 minutes till you go back in for classes after lunch, and then it's just, well, let me leave everything out there. You know, it just kind of gets a bit mad. But you see at professional level, I just want Eddie to just keep quite calm, but the team too as well, because the time to get frantic is maybe with 10 minutes to go and you make a load of changes and it's about getting it in the box and just hoping it falls for you. Not in the 40th minute and forcing things that we don't need to force, especially when Ben White, by the way, we talked about the players that should come out of the team maybe because of their form, but I think Ben White and Martinelli actually have been very good. I really
absolutely.
like their performances.
I'd specifically Ben White. I think probably him and Odegaard have been our best performers in the half so far.
Odegaard very bright.
Odegaard's looked brilliant. Like I said, he reminded me of Mesut Ozil, prime Mesut Ozil in this game. But Ben White, I think, has had a good game, and I slightly regret saying that we should have started Tomiyasu.
Fair enough. He's playing really well, Ben. Let's go to KD, who says, difficult conversation. Is Arteta too one-dimensional and not tactically astute to switch plays? We just need to be smart and change plans according to the team. KD, it's a fine balance, because if you keep changing for the opposition, then you have that inferiority complex about you where it's, well, we're worried about you. So, and then that can send the wrong message and that can confuse your team. So I don't think Arsenal and Arteta are approaching it in the wrong way. What I do think, though, is against Everton, we could have shown more flexibility in the way we approached our attacking plays and the positioning of certain players. But I think we're seeing that today. I think we are seeing rotation, and alternating between players in attacking areas.
No, absolutely. And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing all of the time to be one-dimensional. If things are working, then by all means go for it. It's just in this very case at the moment, it's not particularly working. So maybe we do need to switch it up a little bit going into the second half.
Troy Superstar says, hi guys, what's the score please? Guys, this is it. You will go on further. Stop dreams of a league title. That's for Man United. Well tried. This is capitulation. Fair enough.
There was always going to be one, wasn't there?
Always. He paid money to send us that, but thank you. Idris says, keep at it, boys. They can't keep that up all game. And Idris, against Everton, we said that, but actually Everton, they were amazing and they did see it out. But with Brentford, where I think there might be some truth in this, and again, it didn't prove true against Everton, so I might look like an idiot again, but I do see Brentford working really hard. I'm not looking at it. With Everton, I thought they're working really hard to press us and engage us in midfield, but actually we're not causing them too many problems. I think we are, in terms of everything but the final shot or that final pass that's going to get us into a striking position. I think we are working them hard. Ronald Tredarsel says the build-up is slow, lethargic and very predictive. See, I disagree. I don't think the build-up is that slow and predictable. I think their deep block is that good. I think they are that organised that Arsenal are having to really be quite selective with when they actually attempt that risky pass or not.
Yeah, and it's not particularly worked in this first half either. There's been a few chances where there's been a decent enough opportunity to make a risky pass, and it's just not working out for us at the moment.
No. So Brighton had a goal disallowed here. They're just showing against Palace. That looks given for offside.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay. So 21 hasn't got involved in the play. Speaking of disallowed goals, did you see the Chelsea handball?
I'll tell you what.
What did you think?
Are they doing it? Are they doing it to the wrong players?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what. That that goal I think should stand. That's crazy. What were you saying, sorry?
The Chelsea one, the penalty.
The handball.
The handball.
That was.
Sukic has done Fabianski's job for him.
Unbelievable. Should have been a penalty. Hi, are you winning yet? Guys, you got carried away. It's all over. You expected 6th will make you top 4. We're winning the league. Brentford should be ahead. You're lucky, says Man United winners. Fair enough. Thank you very much. Bees haven't lost in 9 and are winning today. Well tried. Okay, United fans are really, they're in there having their fun. Let's look at some of the stats around the game in a bit more detail. Arsenal had 9 shots to their 6, as you mentioned, but they've only had the 1 on target, but you only got to look at expected goals, 1.1 to our 0.5. They've had the better chances, quite clearly. We've had a lot of the ball, we've had a lot of passes, passing the opposition half, 238 to their 93. We are playing it around quite nicely. If we just have a little look at some of our key players as well, let's have a look at player general. So what stats have we got here? No, let's go to player distribution. Not assists, chances created. How many chances created of Arsenal?
Odegaard at the top of that, surely. Was it?
Apparently Xhaka has created 2.
Oh, right,
Xhaka
okay.
has created 2. Total passes, who's seeing more of the ball than anyone else?
Zinchenko.
It is Zinchenko with Thomas Partey. That doesn't surprise me too much. How much has Ben White seen the ball? Because I think he's seen it quite a lot, to be fair.
38 touches. Or
Yeah,
passes.
38 touches. So, yeah, he's up there for sure. All right, we're going to go back to everyone on the sofas. Second half kickoff is coming any second now. But Arsenal just need to now keep that same tempo up to the edge of the area. And then I think it's going to start to have some fun with it.
Definitely.
You know, just try and do something. And you know what, there's a long season to go. It doesn't all rest on this.
Yeah.
The second half has kicked off. Back to Cecil and the team.
Come on, you Gunners.
We're back. Second half. My nerves and feelings haven't changed. I'll be honest. I still feel a bit. Ooh. Anyone's thoughts on subs? Anyone?
I was thinking to myself, like, it would be interesting to see Fabio Vieira link up and play with Odegaard and not come on for Odegaard.
Okay. Yeah. So Fabio Vieira potentially.
I would like that. I think that would be a nice little. Oh my God.
Zinchenko.
After getting that wrong,
No,
he
yeah,
actually did really
Zinchenko's
well.
foul.
It wasn't his
Zinchenko.
fault. It was bad from Gabriel, but I'm saying Zinchenko's there having a battle there. We retained possession. My feelings haven't changed though since the first half. I still feel very uneasy.
It's not foul.
It's not foul, ref. On the
That's
halfway.
very harsh, that was.
To be fair, the ref
That was
is
a very legitimate
Let's be
tackle.
honest, the ref hasn't been great because a lot of these been very soft.
Don't start that.
No, I'm saying both sides. I'm not saying just. I'm saying both sides. But I'm not. There's no agenda here. It's just both sides. That wasn't a foul before. I agreed with you from the first one, Ivan Toney. It wasn't a foul from when we did
Because
the
to
first one in the box.
me, we got away with one.
Yeah, we
because
did.
No, we did.
No
But so
way
did-
was that a foul.
But so did they in the box with Xhaka. That
I'll
first
tell you
one.
what, this game reminds me of the Southampton away last season, or the Brighton at home. You know, like you just go in to the game thinking it's a must-win. We are going to win. We got
And then
Oh.
Brentford with the attack.
Charlene, your thing.
Zinchenko on the ball in our half, playing out from the back. It's all right. The boys have. Listen, they both teams come out pretty fast.
I just feel like we just need a little bit. Like we're missing like a bit of stardust.
That's Jesus. I mean, no, I can't do that because Eddie has it. I can't do that. But that is Jesus for me as well. I agree. I actually.
I mean, you know, when
was
we get the
also
ball
thinking-
into the box, are we just taking too many touches there?
Do you know what I was also thinking as well? Like normally, like you know, for the first half of the season, when we got the ball into the box, we had like 5, 6 players in the box. Now it just seems like there's just 1, 2. I just feel like we need to just really get the ball into the box and.
But are you not worried about the counter though from Brentford?
I know
Because
we
you
are
can load
not.
everyone in there, but like right now there's 6 players.
But how many players are
Look, how
forward?
many- look, there's more than that.
Alright,
There's
so
7
look,
players
we've
in front
got
of the ball.
3.
Just
Go on. Ooh.
Yeah, look, now it looks a bit better.
That's a good attack. That's a good attack. Saka.
Now that
shoot at the
looks
keeper,
better. But
corner.
before, I'm saying it didn't look great. Like
Right.
now, it looked like we've got a couple more players in there.
So it's something that we've
Good exchange there in the
rectified.
Do you know
box.
what was the difference there? As soon as the ball was through to him, he shot.
Straight away.
Yeah,
Trying to take
rather
the
than
extra
trying
touch.
to take too many
Right,
touches
he's having
and
my
pass
old
it
Sunday
about.
league managers. Take the strike, hit first time, make sure the keeper's not ready. These are corners that I'll be honest. Of recent, I've been watching a lot of our corners. They haven't been good. I don't know who the set piece coach is at Arsenal currently, but haven't been when it comes to defending and attacking. Haven't been great. I remember Trossard come on in the last game. He took a corner. It hit the first. I don't think he even hit the first man. It was a terrible corner.
I think.
Oh yeah, last week.
Oh
Didn't it?
my days, they were all two.
There was a few of them.
Trossard, it was
Yeah,
Trossard.
come on, it was awful.
Trossard.
Yeah.
But we weren't beating the first man anyway from corners, and then he came on and did the same. And I was like, what is happening here?
What I will say as well is like, I think any team, if we go 1-0 down,
Go on.
It's a long day.
it's a long. Let's just say
very
that
long
it's
day.
a long day. This game here,
We have to score.
we have to score first.
100%. Is everyone's times off now on their boards as well?
Yeah, apart
yours
from
is
yours.
60.
64. Just quickly here, super chat from Neil says, playing okay, but feels like teams have figured us out.
And that's what I was saying about the NFL thing earlier on. Like, when you the more you play per week, videotapes have been made about you from other teams, and they know they can study you. They know your games. They know your patterns. They know who the quarterback's going to go to constantly. You know, the runs, all of these things, how they can pick you off, and that's where I think like what.
Who's it on to change then? Who's it on to change? The manager or the players? Like, obviously the players have to go to how the manager wants them to play, but who does Arteta have to identify that and now find a different way to adjust, or do the players have to find different ways to beat in their man? Like,
I think obviously the manager has a game plan, but I think the players have to use their brain, the IQ, and say, look, and try and work things out on the pitch.
Agreed.
That's why you have your captain, you know, to lead people through in the different ways that they're doing things. So,
Charlene, where's your thoughts on that? Do you like, because he just said that like people are starting to figure out Arsenal. Do you put it down to them, the players, to figure out how to beat a player better? Because obviously Saka now gets doubled up on, he always has done, but does he then have to change his game plan, or does Mikel Arteta have to say, you know what, maybe we try something different, bring in a different player, or change the way to play?
poor corner, man.
Poor corner again.
I agree with what Lee's saying.
It's dangerous.
Oh.
And Bremer on the
Look at
attack.
Tony, look at Tony.
Tony on the far side.
Oh.
Sinjeka has to...
That was a poor ball. We're lucky there. That
would have been a 1v if Ivan Tony was
See,
on
if
the ball.
Mbeumo looks up, he had more time than...
Hold on. Hold on. Is this Eddie? Eddie on the ball here.
But there's no one in the
reverse counter.
There's no one in the box. That's what I'm
Someone
saying.
get there.
Back post. Touch.
Shoot!
Straight across goal. Got
Oh, sorry,
the
Lee.
keeper's
He
hands.
knocked you out.
into the keeper's hands.
What I was saying, I know it was a reverse counter, but all I'm saying is it's just not enough players in the box.
Look, someone should have been like
Coming in, do you know, and that's where Xhaka should have been.
Who is that? That's
We countered a counter there though. Like they had.
You say there was two people in the box?
No, they're arriving late. Or Saka was
yeah,
in
they
there.
needed
Martinelli
to-
arrived late. Yeah, but there's one man in a sea of blue shirts.
That's
there.
my point.
Innit?
We normally would
Needed
have
to
like
run
4
faster.
players in the box.
This is tough.
So
man.
what do you think they've been instructed to do?
Move the ball quicker.
Yeah, that's probably what Arteta would be saying.
I would say move the ball quicker and have more shots. Simple as
Even
that.
outside the box as well.
Yeah.
The Oracle did mention that in the first half. I must say, he did say about me.
You've got to trust yourself, bro.
We haven't been seeming to be doing that of recent, but when we do, again, it's been over the bar.
Yeah,
Long
way
throw
off.
here from Brentford again.
In other
How
words,
the
what we're
boys
saying, you mix it up.
Yeah.
You don't become too predictable.
win
Exactly.
the first header, please, Arsenal.
Come on, boys.
Oh my God!
Right in
You
the
don't
mix.
let a ball bounce in the box. You don't let a ball bounce in the box. You don't let a.
Oh,
It's good defending in the end. I wouldn't even say it's good defending because Brentford is still on the ball.
come on, boys.
And Bremer on the ball here.
Get there. Get there.
Time. Have to get rid of it. Have to win that. We've got to win that second ball.
Eee, thank you.
My days, I don't.
Go on.
Who's
Go
that?
on, Eddie.
Go on, Eddie. Go on, Eddie. Go on, Eddie.
Run.
That's good pressing. That's good pressing. I love that. It's good pressing. It's good energy. Well done. Well done, Eddie and Nketiah.
Again, it's the crowd. The crowd need to
They
get
have
into
to be-
it. They need
Yeah.
to push them on.
I'm sure they will
They
be
must
though,
be
'cause
loud,
when
yeah,
you go
I can-
Emirates, like they really like everyone's
No, yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
of course,
team,
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Coach Lance with a super chat says Martinelli has been poor for a while now. Sub, please.
Oh,
Oh my! Oh, Eddie's rubbing
don't
his
do that.
thigh.
Don't.
I hope he's okay.
Trossard for Eddie for me. Not
That
now.
God.
I think towards the 70th minute. I think that's
I
the
don't
change
think
you
he'll
make.
take Eddie off. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see.
I don't see the logic of that.
Yeah, I don't.
No, they're
either.
saying
Taking off
Martinelli,
a striker and
sorry.
bringing on a winger.
No,
Yeah,
Trossard.
that makes
Trossard plays. All right.
He plays across the front
Yeah.
three.
That's all I'm. Just listen. That's my take.
I wouldn't make any substitutions. just
Partey,
yet.
man. Sorry. You would make any substitutes, Charlene? What was you going to say
No,
there?
I wouldn't make any subs just yet. Let's see what happens in the next 10 minutes.
The thing is, right, you talk about how obviously someone like Martinelli, he's good on this pitch because it's wide, but it's actually helping Brentford to get out quite quickly. The space that they have, it's quite easy for them to break out. We just, again, it's so strange. Like, the setup of us when we're getting countered on, it actually reminds me of Arsene Wenger from 2015.
But is that because though we're throwing so much in our attack forward, like Zinchenko's out of position and all that? Like,
not really. Like, I actually do think that part of it is that we're just a bit loose on the pitch. It does look a bit like you're playing with, Connect 4. When you look at a Connect 4, and it's a draw.
Yeah.
And you just see counters all over
the place.
the thing.
I reckon I could beat you at Connect 4 as well.
Can we bring
you two get the gloves. Just get the gloves on already, bro. Just start.
Someone get that Connect 4 right now.
Have we got a
challenge
connect
Saka on the ball
fire?
here.
Oh, look, we might be able to get a goal.
Go on.
Oh.
See,
You
that
should have
was-
worked it. You should have worked it around.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have worked
See,
it
that
around.
was an example of what we was. That was nothing there, was it? Just a little hopeful. I'd like to see him take the ball on and have a shot.
But you know,
It's on his
someone,
left foot.
someone would say, that's Eddie's fault. Eddie, why would you not make a movement? This is my point. Like,
That's agenda talk. If
that,
they're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that. I hear what you're saying.
My point is that, like, yes, Eddie's doing some things that maybe, you know, aren't what he should be doing, but he's also not having like an absolute.
To me, I would have liked to have seen Odegaard take that on and have a shot. It was on his left foot. We know he's got an excellent left foot. Just trust yourself, bro.
NTT Music says, with a super chat, thank you for the super chat, says, we need tactics from Professor from Money Heist for real. Basically saying we need to be able to break these teams down. It seems like Arsenal haven't got the answers right now. And you spoke about that. What did you just say earlier about the difference? Or what you said that, what did you just speak about earlier when Arsenal's play? You just spoke about it. I said, well, I was going to ask you, what's the difference between now and then?
I just
Too
feel like
too easy.
Yeah, like just before.
You said the spacing.
Yeah,
so you said about the
spacing of the
spacing because
pitch,
of
yeah.
Martinelli, right? So, but what's the difference? Martinelli in the.
Wow.
I don't know if that's the right time to be doing that.
My point is that before we were speaking about Martinelli, he should thrive on a pitch like this. Today, it's a bigger pitch, wider compared to Everton last week, where it was a lot more compact.
Yeah.
We didn't have the space. But I think it's now it's detrimental to our team because Brentford are being able to counter attack on us quite easily.
Oh, because the space
pitch
on
is
the pitch.
so big, the space is so wide.
Right. Because I was going to say, what's the difference between now and then? Because at home we've been playing a bigger pitch and Martinelli's been thriving. But I hear what you're saying. Brentford are using it to their advantage
They're
today.
using it, and I think that the fact that also going in partnership with why we're not playing well is because I just feel like there's just the lack of control, as I've spoken about. Just the fact that we don't seem to have like the real setup that we've had over the last couple of months.
Brentford in the box.
Like,
no. Brentford on it.
Oh my God.
No way.
Oh my God.
Before the World Cup break, Saliba would never do that.
Yeah.
Do you see my point? Like before the World Cup break, we would never get into a predicament like that on the regularity.
Another good chance for Ivan Toney.
Yeah, but with the regularity, this has been like 3 or 4 opportunities that they've had in the box from our own doing.
Are we rattled? Like, are we?
Maybe
what is going on?
Maybe it's the pressure as well, man. It's like
maybe that's what I'm saying. We rattled by the pressure of like being at the top, and now the business end of it. I know it's still a lot of games to go, but like Brentford again on the attack. They just cut back to them. 11 attempts from Arsenal, 7 for Brentford. Oh, Ramsdale with the save. I didn't even get to
again.
catch.
Like I know we've had
Oh
11.
my God.
We've had
All
11
right,
attempts.
come on, boys.
But I can actually only really remember 1.
11 attempts for Arsenal. How many do we have on target? I'm sure it just said there we have 1 on target. We will head over at some point to the information station, not yet, just yet, with the stats of shots on target for each side. So it did pop up on the screen, but it was very quick and possession-wise. Zinchenko on the ball here. Eddie Nketiah out on the left. Good. But now what? Is it across the line?
Go.
Good ball. Set to shoot.
Go on.
Look how many players are behind the ball, by the way.
Do you see my point?
what I'm
Look
Right?
how many. It's so difficult to. I don't know what that was.
Who was that?
What you call a
Zinchenko.
speculative.
That was
Zinchenko's
random.
not played well today, man. He's not played well today.
You know
and
what
he
I'm
didn't
going to
play
say?
well against
It's
Everton.
time for Arteta to be ringing the subs.
Yeah, he
What,
is.
Tierney?
Do you know what? Not a lot of people are going to mention that.
necessarily him, I'm just
I'm
saying-
agreeing with you actually. Zinchenko hasn't had a good.
was
No one will
poor,
say
man.
it.
He was
Should we
poor
bring
against
on Tierney?
Everton.
It needs freshening up. I think we all agree.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tierney changes the. Am I disrespecting Tierney by saying does he change?
Oh, right.
Oh, he's bringing on Trossard.
Right, Trossard is stripping off. Let's see.
I would take off Xhaka.
I would
personally.
swap him for Eddie personally, but
I wouldn't.
Take off Xhaka and bring on who?
What for Trossard?
I would move. So no, I would put Trossard in the Xhaka role. I feel like just that I really would.
Trossard in the Xhaka role?
Yes,
Really?
this is.
Yep. We're going to just quickly cut over to information station. James is ready to burst out of the seat. Talk to us, James.
I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to jump to Lee's here. I know exactly what he means. The positions Xhaka gets in, look at him now on screen. He is in that front line. He is right up there, and he's getting into spaces where he has to be inventive, creative, do things in tight space and make something happen. And that is what Trossard can bring. It's actually his best position, to be fair. It's the area where he does his best work. You're going to lose something defensively. You're going to lose a little something maybe in terms of that protection alongside Partey. But if you're going for a goal, you need a win, then I get exactly what Lee's saying. So I'm with you. Back to you guys.
Right, James,
Martinelli.
Eddie or Xhaka?
Wait, can I just-
Trossard is on the touchline. Eddie or Xhaka?
Can I just say I've got the approval of the tactician of AFTV.
Sky Sports James.
I just want to put that out there. I've got like, a genius on my side, you know. So
well, let's see. No, Mikel Arteta
Laurie,
is a
what's
genius
your
in my
comeback?
opinion. So let's see who he goes with.
I'm giving James and you know the rest of the gang like the you know the protection that they need. You know.
I hear that. So Laurie, you're saying no, not Xhaka.
okay.
Who you saying Trossard should come on for? Then Martinelli.
Have a shot.
And then Charlene, who you saying Trossard should come on for?
I'll say Martinelli.
Okay, so it's 2 for Martinelli. Me saying Eddie, and then you're saying. And that's no disrespect to Eddie. I just think he needs something.
Yeah, go
Oh,
forward.
okay, go on.
Shoot! Oh, man!
Do you know what? Partey's passing of.
No, but he didn't need it. Oh, my
You should have
He was
shot.
unsure.
You
You
should
did
have
all the
shot.
hard work, Cecil. Have the shot. That's what I'm saying. Believe in yourself.
This is what I'm saying. This is like the 2015 Arsene Wenger walking the ball into the net, Harlem Globetrotters football. But you know, have the shot.
He did all the hard work. The play had opened up
They're
for him.
acting like they're going to be fined if they shoot.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. It reminds me when we had like Haleb and all of these guys. Shoot, boys.
Shoot the ball.
You've done it. Stop sabotaging yourself. Like, just get yourself in the positions.
Look how
and
slow we
shoot.
are here
Come
moving
on.
the ball.
This is
They've
what I'm saying.
they've all backed into their position. Look, I got Ivan Toney behind the ball now. He's just walking like.
Have we run out of ideas? Like,
And it's almost a bit like if we don't score within 10 minutes,
Yeah,
then it's like,
we're clueless.
you know, your arse is going a bit.
go on.
Come on.
There you go.
He could have shot that. I'll be honest.
He
I know
could've.
he could have shot.
You
He could have
could've.
wrapped it.
Yeah, he
wrapped that.
could've.
Like that opened up for me.
Look at the
Plenty
goal
of
that
space.
Saka scored in the last minute.
Yep.
So the 2-2-1 against the Man United.
Yeah, opened up and
Opened up,
Bang.
bang, and then he did the same thing again when and it hit the post. Come on, shoot, boys.
They have the technical ability to be able to do that.
Of
I don't know why
course.
they're not doing it. Again, they're gonna go, do it. Go on, shoot. There we go. There we go. There. It's like they're listening to us.
Innit?
It's like they're listening to us.
Go on.
Yeah, that's good.
Right, who's coming up? Well, is he gonna make the sub? They're gonna make the sub now.
Yes. For Martinelli.
So
Is that 1 point to me then?
But to me, that's the obvious.
That is the
choice.
obvious.
No
Yeah.
disrespect to Lee. I see, you know, I know
I
you're trying to
would've-
be innovative.
yeah, I would have.
You're trying to be innovative and do something different.
No, but
to me,
I would have. I think, and it's not that Shaka's bad. He's not. But I would have
Well done,
put on
Martinelli.
Fabio Vieira. I feel like there's some creativity thing that it just seems to be not clicking. There's something. They're not connecting something. And I feel like
at least to be fair to the manager,
He's made
the sub after
Yeah.
an
Yeah,
hour.
him
So Trossard's got half an hour now.
And you know,
or
like
more
even
to
like
make
something as simple as, you know what, sometimes, even if it's really not part of your game plan, try and just change the way that you're playing. So now change the fullback. Give the opposition fullback and something else to think about. Maybe put Tierney on. You know what he likes to do? He does all the same things right, but just try something different. He likes to overlap. He likes to get to the edge of the area and do the cross backs. That's what we're doing.
Go on.
Trossard to score first, by the way. That's what I'm gonna say. 64 minutes is coming up for me, but Trossard to score the first goal.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
good. That's
Trossard.
good.
Nice movement from him.
But it's in the middle. Where is the movement in the middle? Where is something happening in the middle?
It's not. It's not.
It's all very like, you know, it's
Killing with a
touches-
pass there. Jeez Louise.
The touch.
That was a shot. Go on, sorry.
The touches have to be like so precise. Like normally, it just doesn't happen in football.
There's a lot of people in the box, Arsenal-wise, though, by the way. There's a lot of red shirts in there, and now we're going to just lose it.
That's it,
Not great,
Trossard. I'm
Trossard,
loving
though.
it.
That's not great, though. I'll be honest with you.
He's done.
I-
Hold on,
I
hold on.
think
We've got
he's
it back,
moving
got it back.
really
This
well.
is it. We're still on the attack. Arsenal's still on the attack here. Into the ball, into Eddie.
True.
They are. Do you know what?
He's
That's all right.
brought
That's
some
all right.
energy on. He's
I know-
brought energy.
No, it's off target. It's a bad shot, but at least they're shooting. They're trying to do something.
Exactly.
They're doing more than just doing terrible passes. No, but it's. We need James on the couch.
James ain't happy.
At least At least they're striking the ball.
I would genuinely make 2 more subs. I wouldn't
Who?
just. I wouldn't keep. I would bring on Fabio Vieira.
For
and
Odegaard.
for Xhaka.
Yeah.
And I would definitely bring on. I feel like I would change a fullback. I don't feel like Zinchenko has been great anyway.
So
Oh,
Tierney.
that's poor. Come on, get a foot in.
Come on, boys,
Look,
come on.
You see, that's a little bit better now. Like you're pressurizing them
minute.
into positions to make.
I have to
mistakes.
say, he's
to
had
win
a
this
good
game.
game for Brentford.
Who,
And
Mbeumo?
Mbeumo, yeah.
He's
It was
their main.
expected.
Yeah, he's their main player at the moment.
Yeah.
He's quality.
Him and Tony are really good players.
Let's not remember. Let's not forget, guys.
Zinchenko's right. Get
We
higher,
should have
Eddie.
conceded at least 2 goals in this game.
Yeah. I think people forgot that save that Aaron Ramsdale made as well.
Far west.
He's done him there. Go on. Hey, go on, Saka. That was. They're shooting though. There's a
Go on! Oh!
Cross into the box, Xhaka.
Don't take your time. Play it out quick.
Keep
Play,
moving.
keep moving
Keep
it.
it moving.
Oh,
Come on!
Zinchenko, man. I'm being serious. Get him off. He's not playing well. He's been excellent for us all season, but he's not playing well. He can't pass it. He's not retrieving the ball back. He's not been strong today.
He hasn't been great.
He's an excellent player. He's changed the way that we look at football right now. But he
is Tierney the right sub then?
Listen, man.
Does he improve this game?
Of course, because he's probably not going to make as many mistakes.
This is a good little spell for Arsenal.
This is a good spell. We need a goal. Sustained pressure on the Brentford team from Arsenal. Gabriel coming on the ball. Again, they have every player behind the ball. You have to find something.
It's mad.
I mean, Gabriel shooting.
Oh my God! I wasn't expecting that.
Someone, when Trossard come on, Arteta would have said to him, tell them to start.
What, Gabby?
Yeah, I think you're right, Cecil. I
would've
think
told
it's
him,
clear.
let's say
It's clear by the way with what we're seeing now.
It's completely different.
They're
The problem
having a
with
lot
that,
more shots.
the problem with the constant long shots though is that
It's easy to defend.
that's what Brentford want. This is what they want. They know they're telling us.
Come on! That's good from Granit Xhaka. That should be a yellow card, by the way. It's good from Granit Xhaka.
I would slightly disagree with that. I don't think it's like constant shooting. I just think where the play opens up.
Have the opportunity. Yeah,
have
but
the opportunity.
I just feel like if you show a man on their left and they go on their left, that's what the defender wants, right? If you're giving them the space to shoot, they're backing their keeper to make the save.
That's it.
That is why I feel like we just need to get a bit closer. Like when we get closer.
Oh, it's good football. Good
Cross
ball.
it.
Go! Yeah! I see the championship coming! Yeah! I see it! You're getting TikTok. I see that championship coming! Do you see it? I see it, you know. I see it. I see it. I just want to say.
Gone back.
I shouldn't do this.
Stand up a minute,
But Trossard, come on. I said he will score.
And he changed
I'm just saying. Trossard to score first. Score prediction 1-0.
Oh my God! You said 64.
Yeah, I was close.
What was it? Well done, Cecil.
Come on! 66. What a finish! Hey, call me the Oracle, big man. First goal scorer, Trossard, 1-0, 64.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Freak. We needed that. We needed
You know
that.
what? You got to big up Saka in that.
In it, yeah.
But no,
Didn't go down.
Let's talk about no. Let's talk about the finish. That was pure skill. Do you know how difficult?
No, hold on. Let's talk about Mikel Arteta taking off Martinelli for
Substitution,
Trossard and us
exactly.
saying Granit Xhaka, Eddie. I don't know.
I didn't. Me and Charlene.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Wait,
Have to highlight that. Go on. Say your piece.
Right, this will come back to your question now when you're like, oh, the Man City game.
Whoa. Well done, Xhaka.
Go on, Charlene. I'm interested to see what you say.
Who starts for the Man City game?
No, but this is what you were saying before.
While we think about it, let's head over to information station. Are you putting me down?
Is the camera even on us? It is now. Hello. It's such a good finish. I mean, the 1-2 between Odegaard and Saka is tremendous. The finish, when you look at it, okay, he's not just in front of goal and he's opened his body and almost let it ricochet in. He has to run onto that ball and then guide it almost back in the direction it's come to that near post. It is a sublime finish. It's a throw-in for Brentford here. And look, they've caused us problems all game. They've had the better chances, so let's be honest. You know, they're going to cause us problems in these final 25 minutes. But that finish from Trossard is unbelievable.
It actually is, and that's the beauty of having a player that's both-footed.
Yes,
because
very
it's
true.
not technically a strong foot.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's a brilliant finish. And Robbie had told you before this game he should have started, and that is the reason why. Man like Leandro Trossard, come on!
Honestly, it's brilliant. What an impact off the bench. He's looked lively as well. I thought Saka and Odegaard, that little 1-2 was superb. And Arsenal, remember what we were saying before, the build-up, everything's quite good from Arsenal, even the first half. But can you find that little bit of something decisive in that final third? And wow, did Odegaard and Saka deliver it, and of course Trossard with the finish. 1-0, 25 minutes to go. We said, we were talking behind the scenes, the 65 minutes, they flew by, blinked and it was gone. This is going to feel very like long for Arsenal now. And if they concede, it's going to go very quickly. So that's the nature of football. Back to the sofa, Arsenal 1-0 up, 69 minutes on the clock.
I'm happy, I can't lie, the energy is so much better. Adam Lee AFC with the comment of the day so far, Leandro Bossard.
I love that, yes.
I'll tick that. I like that, Bossard. Hey, well done, Trossard. It's 1-0 to Arsenal, still 20 minutes left. We have to get into this conversation now then. I said at the beginning, does this 11, this strong 11 that we keep calling the strongest 11 for Arsenal, do they start against City? We said wait until we see today. Now, the question has to be, Martinelli, Trossard, who starts in that position when it comes to Man City?
Wait, how long was he on the pitch for before he scored that goal? Couple minutes?
Like literally 2 minutes.
Oh, mate.
I tell you what though, if this is a freaking title race, mate, I'm stressing already.
Be ruthless.
No, give me the answer.
Do we
Who
try
starts? Who's? Go on. Go on. Ref!
Oh,
Go on, Leandro.
Go on. Deliver.
It's not a bad strike though.
Put it back. I need the yellow card for that guy. Who's the yellow card for, man? That was a definite foul.
I think he played the advantage. Right?
Yeah, but no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still give a yellow.
Yeah,
that's a
sure,
yellow.
Come back. Do you know what? I think we got the better deal out of Mudryk and Leonardo Trossard, I'll be honest.
100%.
I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it. Leonardo Trossard, I'll be honest, I spoke to a Chelsea fan yesterday and he was like, don't lie, you were hurt about Mudryk. I said I really was. But now I'm like, do you know what? That was a blessing in disguise.
What a bloody finish.
What finish?
I'm just talking about the technique.
Who starts?
Justice
Against
Silva.
City.
Everyone have their vote.
I don't know.
Stop sitting.
Start
What do you
with
mean? Get off the
Start
fence.
with Laurie.
Who's starting?
Alright, shall I start?
Go.
Do you know what? Trossard.
Trossard starts on Wednesday against City for Charlene. Laurie?
Go on, Laurie, just say a name.
Ask me after the game.
My ex-student, allow me.
Go on.
Look at the deflection. Give me an answer.
Sorry. I'll be honest with you. I'm still going to go with Martinelli.
Okay.
Are you?
I'm still going to
Because you could bring Trossard on to impact the
Firstly,
game.
you can bring him on. Secondly, I feel like Martinelli doesn't come on and make huge differences. I feel like Trossard has shown
Impact
that
player.
he can come in and do the impact thing. I don't feel like Martinelli does that well. And I think there's going to be space. He's going to be, it's electric. He's an electric player. He's going to feed off the crowd, and I just feel like it's the better person to start, in my opinion.
Do you see Mikel Arteta changing his tactics for Pep? Because Tierney, we spoke about Zinchenko today, but Tierney could start to throw. Would you think Arteta's that sort of manager that will throw him off by maybe starting a Tierney, or does he? Stick to what he does? Because they know Zinchenko.
Yeah.
The thing is, though,
true.
right? I'll be honest with you. We're all going to talk about this and prophesize it, and it's great to have these chats. But Laurie and I was having this chat earlier on today, actually, even yesterday. When does Arteta really put the cat amongst the pigeons and make a subs or make a change before the game? When does he actually change much unless he has to?
No, the FA Cup game he changed.
He had to, though.
Yeah.
He had to. Cool.
For the cup games he does.
Oh,
For the normal.
Oh, okay.
To be fair though, today he didn't make the change after 61
No,
minutes.
I'm talking match. We were talking pre-match, though. Yeah. Pre-match. When does he ever, we might say, all right, Tierney might be better for this game, but when does he actually do it? He always starts with the players that he knows that he feels like that's going to be the best for them. We've had 10 bloody shots in that second half. So yeah, for me, look, I just think, no way is that a foul.
I think it was, to be fair. It was. But listen.
Who are you saying? Did Laurie say a name?
Yeah, he said, ask me at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
Just quickly, go read the super chat. Sports Capital, thank you for the super chat. Can we talk about how Zinni and Martinelli don't work anymore? Martinelli wants through balls and Zinni doesn't do that. It's annoying to watch.
So do you then, instead of changing Martinelli, you play Tierney on that left-hand side? Tierney, Martinelli.
I think you stick with Martinelli personally. I think
and then
Arteta
change
does.
the left back.
And bring on, and he brings on Trossard in the game against City. That Zinchenko question, when I asked, I was like, oh, that's actually a nice question, Cecil. Well done. Because I think they don't prepare for Tierney, they prepare for Zinchenko, Man City, and they know him so well.
I can't even think.
It's a question that we're probably going to riddle throughout until the Wednesday game, but we'll move forward quickly. Super chat.
So much space there.
Oh, it's poor. Get it out!
Brentford in the box. Get
it out! That's 3 headers!
Keeper? No way.
That was 3 headers.
It was so much space.
How are we not clear?
You know that's another Brentford goal from a set piece.
That was
as well.
3 headers.
Of course it is.
3!
Is that VAR?
That makes it 15 from set piece situations, including penalties.
3 headers. 3!
That is poor from Arsenal. I mean, you go 1-0 up, man. Lock it down.
How?
That's bad.
I don't
That's
understand.
very bad defending. That's very
That is
bad
3
defending.
headers.
Very bad defending. Very bad. How has he got that much
That's
space,
off.
by the way?
He's off.
Hold on. Was he? No, no one's checking.
No, he's not off. No, he's not off.
Ramsdale as well. It's not your fault, Ramsdale, at all. Of course it's not. But you got to claim that there though, as well, though. That's a terrible. How have they won all the? How have they won all
3
them
headers.
4 in the into one to end it as well. 1, 2, 3, and then Ivan Toney knocks it in with his head.
But what did we say, Cecil, before the game? They're good at set pieces.
Yeah, of course. Ramsdale's got to claim that. He's just flapped it. It's not his fault though, because
Wasn't that a high
He
boot?
just said he's got to claim that he's flapped it.
He's flapped it, yeah, but that can be avoided because that can be avoided from before. The defender's
He
got
said,
to
he's got to claim that he flapped it, but it's not his fault.
Got to win the headers from before that.
But I hear what you're saying. It was a comedy of errors.
Are they checking it?
A terrible defending. What are they checking?
VAR. Possible
Yeah,
offside.
it's given.
What offside?
There was no offside there.
Go
Why are they
given.
even looking at that?
Vicky Scott with a super chat
Was
says,
there a
"Come on,
foul in the
Gunners.
lead up to it?
Makes
Was
it
there a
even
high
better
boot?
that Tottenham are losing."
Yeah.
What's Tottenham? Is it 3-1?
Alex Smith says, 4-1 with a super chat. Leicester, this is fantastic. Please, God, if there is, please.
Oh, possible offside.
Please.
My thing is,
Please.
though,
Oh,
right, I'm
wait, I
looking-
think it's going to be given.
Please.
Mm-mm-mm.
Please.
Or is it for Ben Mee?
Who had his? Oh, no, it's not the back post.
Is it?
It's interfering with play, but he was on side there if that's the case.
But
Tony
like,
was
even
on.
all of this, right?
This is a
We've
complex
lost
opponent.
3. They are playing head tennis in our box like
What?
it's
a goal.
like it's
Oh,
a
he's
joke.
given it.
It's a goal.
Come on, boys.
To be honest, I didn't see what they were even querying there, to be honest.
Neither did I. I was just
Jared
hoping
with
that
the super chat
it'd
says,
be
second
ruled
to
out.
every ball, like I said earlier. Terrible.
It's so bad.
It is poor.
How?
But there's still time left. There's
Innit? We
15
still
minutes
got,
left.
yeah.
Who predicted 2-1?
I did. And I actually predicted that Tony would score, but...
Oh, yeah.
Not first, but I hear it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
But
just
he
saying,
still
you
gets a
missed it.
point, though, don't he?
I'm just going to say. No, which one is it?
Oh!
Oh, Zinchenko.
Zinchenko.
This guy's a good keeper, you know.
Yeah, I wanted him before, a couple of
Right.
years ago.
God, my mood's deflated, man.
Josh, I need an own goal, my guy.
Talk to us about Josh Cecil then, because he was a student. What
Was he always on it in terms of football?
Yeah, no, he was cut above, like just mad.
Obviously, he was at Arsenal as well.
Yeah, he was at Arsenal.
Mad. So you taught him?
Yeah.
Is that secondary or primary school?
Secondary, yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
his sister
Brentford
as well.
with the attack again. Did they bring on
Okay.
Wissa?
Yeah. It's
What?
just
Keeper?
it's just frustrating because before the game started, there's 2 things that Brentford are going to do well. They're going to counter-attack. Arteta set up all this week's training, counter-attack, how to stop it, and their set pieces. And all game, they've basically bent us over by counter-attacking
Steady.
and by set piece. Like we have to be better at this, man.
Yeah, he's not
We
wrong.
do.
The one, if it was a penalty, okay, stupid mistake that someone can give away a penalty, but you know what they're good at, you know what they're going to do, and we haven't stopped it all day.
I think that's the most frustrating thing as a fan. Is
3
we know
headers.
it's the
Yeah.
set pieces that we need to work on. We know it. I said it in the preview. I said it before the game started. We mentioned it. We mentioned the stats. We all said it. That's what's
and then
frustrating as a
you
fan.
get into a position, right? You get into a position as a team where you haven't played well. They've had 3 or 4 opportunities to take a lead by 1 or 2 goals. You know you haven't played well as a team. I'm sure that's why they changed their tack and they started shooting more and they tried to be more, effective and creative in the second half. And then you literally hand them, gift wrap them. It's not even Christmas.
Oh, here
and
we
you
go.
give it to them.
Go on.
That's it!
Elliot,
Good cross. Oh.
corner to Arsenal.
You just give them the goal. You give them back the goal.
Is a draw a real big,
we can
like
still
a
pull it out.
letdown?
I mean, we
for you
want
guys?
3 points, don't we?
Of course, we all
Listen,
want 3
one
points.
thing
but
we
is a
need to
draw-
remember: there's at least 12 minutes left, so there is
still
time.
got time.
Look, shoots!
Go on.
Oh, the God.
He had time.
Yeah,
bro.
I disagree. I think there you could have made space. To
You know
shoot
what that
them.
was? That came on his right foot. He really likes it on his left.
That was so bad.
That was a terrible cross.
That was so bad.
Trossard on the ball here.
Come on, Trossard.
Oh, this is good.
Party, I swear. At times he's so sloppy. Give it into Ed. No. Come on. That's a great.
Oh,
ball.
go on!
That is a great.
Someone there to help him.
We're trying to pass it into the net. I'll be honest. We're trying to
was-
pass.
it's
I
like
know it's
2015.
Come
small
on, we need
margins
to
and it's
move
not
a
great
bit more,
masses
man.
of space, but they've sat
But we
in
need to
completely.
move a bit.
They're probably going to now play for the draw.
Of course they are.
Get out of his way, Eddie. Get up top, man.
In the centre.
It's unlucky,
Ah.
but it's
Would you guys make any? Like, I'd make a sub. I really,
for who? For what?
I don't know, man. I just
Bruno
feel like-
there's not
Vieira,
really
I
much.
don't know.
I really would make.
Did Vieira get a go against them last time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
scored
did
a goal.
actually.
He's one that
scored a
can
banger.
shoot from outside the box as well. I'd make a sub.
Bren Vieira, man. Yeah, maybe
I
we
don't
need
think
to do
they'll take
something new.
Odegaard off though. No way. He's having. A
He's
good
been
game.
subbed off before.
Yeah, but he's
I
having
don't
a
get
good
how
game.
this isn't offside though. Like,
Why? Why would you say it is?
He wasn't offside.
no, the
And
number,
he wasn't even
Who's
number,
offside?
number 20.
Ben Mee.
Yeah, but that was. It was.
But that was earlier on in the
it wasn't.
play.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah,
interfering.
isn't that off?
This.
No,
That-
because he's been put.
Oh no, that's. Didn't go to the exact player. So
Anyway, that's past tense now. They're not going to.
it's not going to change it now. It's done.
True.
Flat to missed at it. Ramsdale, my friend. Come on. That is poor.
Idiot.
Man are controlling it out of the air. What is going on? Arsenal, come on. There's still plenty of time for this. Xhaka has just come off of Fabio Vieira.
Thank you. This is what I was
is it?
screaming for.
I didn't see that. Yes,
Yeah,
come on,
You
Fabio.
lose the defensive. You lose the defensive stuff, but we need a
To be
goal.
fair,
Yeah,
well
we
played, Lee. He called that.
Arteta,
Let's
listen
hope it
to you.
works.
So, but yeah, that's.
Watch
I'll clap
Vieira
at-
get a goal
at
now.
the 90th minute or whatever's added.
I don't even want it to
10
go
minutes.
90th minute, man.
No,
That's
let's
too much
give
for
Lee
mine.
credit. He normally
Oh.
gets it wrong. But
Such a,
Nah, Laurie is too funny.
so cheeky.
oh, look, it's opened up. Who's there? Oh,
Ah.
Did Trossard get pulled down there?
Nah.
It looked
No,
like
I'm just looking for anything. I'll
you
be
sound
honest.
like Ty.
Yeah, I'll look for anything.
The only-
anything to get the 3
obviously-
points, boy.
Obviously, the major problem is with Xhaka coming off, then you lose that defensive stability.
But we need it.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I mean, do we push for the win and possibly risk
have
it?
to. You're at home, you
I
have
just
to.
feel like
You
you
have
have
to.
to push.
You have to.
You have to push for this
You
win,
have
man.
to. It's a risk. It is a big risk.
I
But I
don't
say
know
you
about
go
that,
for
bro.
it.
No risk,
What? So you say sit in and play for the draw?
No, of course
Well,
not.
then you go for the win,
saying,
innit?
I'm saying,
City play tomorrow. We're expecting them to win. That's 3
yeah,
points
but
behind.
you don't.
Remind me who City's playing tomorrow again.
They're wasting time, man.
referee.
They're wasting time.
The question was, do we risk it and thing? And I'm saying I'm not sure if that's a good strategy.
Referee.
Surely you don't want to lose this game.
Referee. What are you doing?
I say you go for it. It is a risk. It is a risk. Brentford are deadly on the.
You
the
want to
counter.
go for it, though?
I say you go for it.
Yeah?
It's a big risk. But I say you go for it. Listen, you have
No,
to.
I don't think so, man.
But you're inevitably saying play the draw, play for the draw.
No, I'm not. I'm saying.
So what, you're just saying-
No, you said go for it as
So-
in go all out.
Well, bringing
that
on,
what you're saying?
bringing on Fabio
Yeah.
Vieira is indication of that. You leave Xhaka on if you don't do that. I think he's doing that.
Yeah.
Lee's right. He's more defensive, Xhaka, but
Go on, bring on the
box to box.
you call
Right.
the fire brigade while you're at it. Bring on
They're
them,
going to
bring
take
them all on.
ages. The thing is,
Bring-
even now the added times, they don't even add it up like they
Of
do. They
course they
should be doing in the
Bring
World
them-
Cup. They
bring
should be
them
doing
on.
here.
Bring them all on.
Arteta's getting into them on the sideline in the break.
That's it. Give him a grilling.
That's poor defending, though, by
was
the way,
poor
for their guys.
defending.
Poor defending.
Man are playing football, tennis, head tennis in our box. We've got 4 men in our team that are over 6'1", 6'2", and you can't. One of you get head on the ball, plus the keeper.
We conceded a set piece goal last week as well.
Two games in a row, by the way. The set piece positions. 2 games in a row. Still 7 minutes left to the end of the game. obviously it's a bit more. It's a lot more flat here now. It's
Don't
very,
worry,
very
don't
frustrating.
worry. Just let him walk off.
How
Let him
long are they
walk
gonna
off.
take?
Don't worry.
How
No,
long?
but to be fair, with the so-called head injury, these are the precautions. you
Yeah.
have to take.
Yeah, it's fine. Just let him walk off. Don't worry. Don't jog off. Nothing like that. It's fine.
Right, we play. We're on the
You
ball.
might as well stop. Pick up any litter around while you're at it.
Oh, Partey on the ball. Playing it across the Fab. Is that Fabio? Right, Ben White. Saka, here we go. We need to make these count. Is everyone right? We can't seem to break teams down. This is where it gets frustrating as well. Like,
So poor, man.
this is good football here, but who's going to shoot?
Perfect.
It's good. Straight across.
Go on. Oh.
Oh my days. Last 5 minutes is a...
Nervy 5 minutes.
Come on, boys. Come on. I don't even want to look at this right now. This is all over the place. Good.
Come on, boys. Come on. Just take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. Move the ball a bit quicker as well.
Get it to Gabby.
You know,
go.
side to
Gabby
side.
is
We've
in.
got,
Let me see Trossard as well.
we've got to
Trossard
get
on
them
the
out
ball.
of position. We've got to get them out of position.
Play him. Play him. Is that Fabio?
Go on, run in now. Run forward.
Tony
No,
doesn't.
drop it off. Drop it off.
Tony doesn't want to be there as well. He doesn't want to be there. So use that as an advantage. Move the ball quicker. Come on.
Come on, Saliba on the ball. Oh. It's hard to break down though. There's so many of them behind. Zinchenko's free. He's trying to do something.
Oh.
Zaka's trying to step.
Be
Finish.
careful with
Mob.
the
No,
ball.
I'm not angry at that. I'm angry at that one. That was a waste. That was a waste. He done so well to keep the ball just a second ago. And
Take a touch and shoot, my friend.
I'd love to know what Mikel Arteta's saying here because how do you,
Honestly, even like, honestly, bring Rob Holding on last minute, try and just lump it in the box. Anything. Just something different. I know it's going to sound far-fetched, but just something different.
Yeah.
Just something different. We need a goal. And I'm not even criticising the manager. I'm not saying he's had a bad... I just...
Who else is on the bench?
I want to just check if
Trossard,
I
Vieira.
was always quick check if Emil Smith Rose.
No, he's not on the bench. He's not on the bench.
Oh,
No.
actually, I did check that earlier. Kieran Tierney, Thomas Holden, Tommy Yasu,
Tommy
sorry,
Yasu.
Rob Holding, Jorginho.
Oh yeah, I've got that in. That it?
No, there's other people players, but that's the only ones that, in my opinion,
Amari, I
Make
think it's
an-
Amario,
make a
Cozier,
effect.
Dubry.
Matt Turner as well, Kivior. Oh, come on, Arsenal.
Come on, move it, move
A
it.
draw,
move
would a
it.
draw feel like a loss for you lot, or is it?
Move it, move
No,
the ball.
It hasn't really been
not
that
for
sort
me.
of game,
Not
has
for
it?
me at all.
No, especially with
A
the way
draw
we
is frustrating.
started.
Oh, that's a poor ball, man.
So a
That
draw
is-
doesn't feel like a loss. Wouldn't feel
That
like
is
a
No,
such a
not at
poor
all.
ball.
Don't forget, we're 5 points clear at the start of today.
Yeah, but
It's no guarantee City are going to beat Villa tomorrow. So don't panic, bro.
oh yeah,
Don't
it's
panic.
Villa, isn't it? They're away to Villa as well.
No, they're at home, they're at home.
Oh,
Please, Arsenal. Please.
Yeah,
Lee, does a draw feel like a loss for you if we get a draw today?
100%. For me, it's disappointing.
You
man.
know why you're saying that, though? Because you probably underrated Brentford.
No, I didn't.
He
I really didn't. But what I was thinking is, I thought we would come out, you know, we
Still
had
time anyway. Let's
we
not,
had a poor performance.
Here we go.
Charlene, for you?
I
The
want
draw?
3 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
okay,
not
so-
settling. No,
Yeah, we
fuck
all
that. I
want
want
3
3 points.
No, we all want 3 points, but it feel like a loss if we...
That was-
Yeah, it will. With
Come
the
on.
way we started. the
Go
energy and
forward
everything
quicker,
we
come
with.
on! Look
Give it to
at
him.
pass it, give it!
One of the gods right there.
You're taking like 5 touches to do 1 move. Hurry
Give it
up!
to It's tight in there, though.
The ball moves quicker than you
Zinchenko, I'll be honest, he's
can.
been trying to force these... I know some have pulled off, so I'm not going to get too mad at it. He's trying to force
Oh,
these worldy through balls. Give it to him,
ball-
give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. In the gap.
Oh, no. Oh,
this is
Oh my God, that's a turn.
freak.
oh, there you go. Now he's going to be on the floor. He's going to be on the floor for the next 5 minutes.
That was a good
He's
phase
gonna
of play, though.
he's gonna get his suntan
Look
on.
at this one touch, round, rolled.
Oh,
Oh, he got his
you know
foot
what?
in.
That
Wait, is that a foul? Is that a
brilliant
penalty?
defending.
Yeah, Pinnock's been strong there. Pinnock's been very...
That's
Yeah,
very
that's
good
very
defending,
good.
though, by Pinnock.
Yeah,
He's had a good game as well.
Come on, be strong.
Get the ball off them.
That's a
Please.
great ball. That's a great ball. That's a great ball.
No, just don't give him a corner. Just don't give him a corner. Get away. Just don't give him a corner. Done with his set pieces.
Come on, go inside. Go inside. Good.
That's a good ball.
nice.
Well done,
Go on,
Saka.
keep running.
Out wide.
Keep going, keep going, drive.
Go right.
Look how many they get their boys behind the ball so quick.
Yeah, look.
Go on.
Inside. No,
Eddie.
Go on.
Go on, that's right.
Who's there though?
Oh, it's tight, set him. Keep the ball, Fabio Vieira's there, first time.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he didn't read, he'd have been offside.
That's not a foul. That is not a foul. He ran into him. It's not a foul. He ran into him.
Is he going to be on the floor? Okay, at least he's up. At least he's up. Not wasting time.
Come on, man.
He ran into him.
Oh, I don't even know what to think.
Is that
What's going on here?
where's your pupil's discipline?
Yeah, like?
Why did
Who
Arteta
just
just
threw?
push him?
Oh.
Why did Arteta just push Trossard?
Come on.
Ref, hurry. If you don't want to book him, hurry
Wasting
up.
time, man.
Hurry up.
And you know he's going to add on some shit like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah, something stupid. Oh.
And the issue is Brentford knew they wanted to get something from this result because we mocked them so badly after beating them 3-0.
Yep.
It's just...
The
Yeah,
thing
that
that
was
irks
in
me the
response
most.
to what Tony had been saying.
Yeah, the thing that irks me the most is the defending from their goal is actually a business.
Go on, come on, get it forward.
Go on.
Hitting the 90th minute here. Added minutes, I don't know, 5 added minutes. I mean, it's enough time.
Come on.
Come on, boys. I need someone to come and stake their claim. What the fuck is that?
Ben White, man.
That's
There you
not a foul, that's
go.
not a foul.
There you go, ref.
That's our ball, isn't it? It's our ball, isn't it?
There you go, Ben White. There you go, ref. Don't worry.
Can we play? Or... Ben, it's not our ball.
Ben,
It's
just
They're
give
giving
it to
away.
them.
Give them the ball, bro. Give them the ball. What are you doing? Oh, you get a free kick. Oh, didn't touch it. 86 possession in the last 10 minutes compared to Brentford's 14. Jesus, by the way, he was light training with a football. I think it was yesterday, yeah, so this is still time for him to come back.
Ref, any danger of the kick being done? This is entertainment business. We don't stand there and watch footballers. Come on, we want to see the game being played.
He could have played that, you know. Let's go, Arsenal. Come on. Rounds up with a goal kick. Oh, God. It's a good ball. Straight down the middle. Partey, let's go. Let's go.
Go wide.
Let's go. Everyone, throw everyone forward. Zinni, go. Everyone go.
Bomb forward.
Everyone go. Get in the box.
Who's in the box?
Fabio Vieira.
We've got two man.
Two man against. You see,
break 6. Yeah.
Oh my!
I mean, this is what. Do you see what I'm saying about there's not enough players?
Don't foul him.
More men forward.
Don't foul him.
Good.
Well done, Saliba.
Well done.
That's been a very good battle between them two.
Go on.
Good. Go on.
Forward.
Oh, fuck off, Eddie! You stupid fucking.
Do you know what he tried to do there? He was hoping for the following runner to set him. He does that when he just leaves it behind.
Do you think that we just isolated an incident there, bro, which was going back to what me and Cecil
Ref.
were talking about?
Oh, piss off! Sorry.
There you go, ref. Don't worry.
Come on, Tommy, get up.
Where we had just 2 men in the box there, was that an indicator that he doesn't want to go all out in because we throw too many men forward and leave ourselves short at the other end?
I think it was just Saliba with Ivan Toney. I think he threw everyone forward in that attack. He just didn't make the box in time. I think they were comfortable to have Saliba. Look, he's saying hold the time. Saliba with Ivan Toney.
And he's laughing.
They're wasting time though.
Yeah.
Like, they got this is clear. This is
Don't worry. The ref's just gonna.
At 5 minutes was blow it.
Yeah, he's just gonna go. It's absolute joke, to be honest with you. Like this, and this is the problem, right? With the referee, if you allow it throughout the game.
No, but to be fair to the referee, if a man says he's damaged his hamstring, who are we to say he hasn't?
No, but my point is, he's let it get to the point where he's allowed these people to make these stupid things that happen.
Yeah, then when it gets to 5 minutes,
all the ref can do is add more time on it. And we saw this in the World Cup. The referees did it. People was complaining, oh, there's too much time. And I was one of those that was saying, I welcome that.
Yeah, so do I.
So it's not so much telling him to get up. It's about saying to him, making it clear,
this time
will be added on it.
Yeah, exactly. Then they'll stop time wasting.
But you know,
Come on, man,
time
the ball
from the
bounces,
keepers, they
let's
get yellow
go.
carded, they never get red carded. All this is a problem in the game that needs to be addressed and sorted as soon as possible. Because teams are using it now to their advantage. It's so annoying. Good, that's
That
good
is not a
stroke. That's
foul. That is not a foul.
Time.
It's just all scrambled. It's just not been great today. Like honestly,
Please tell us a goal kick.
no, it's a
Please tell us
corner.
a goal
It's a
kick.
corner.
Please tell us
It's
a
a corner.
goal.
What is it?
You had no alternative there. You had to do that. Right, so they've got to defend
Can we defend this,
well.
I've got a
please?
headache.
This is dangerous.
Please, Arsenal, please, please, please. I don't even want to watch this corner. Let me know when it's done.
Come on, man. Be a man. Be a big man. Stop it. Stop panicking.
It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Like this is just.
See, this
Look,
is wasting
this
time.
is what I'm saying.
How
How
long
long
is
does
it
it take
taking?
him?
Come on.
Let me know if it's away.
That's poor.
Is it away?
No.
That was a poor kick.
That's a foul.
Is it away?
That looked like a red. That actually looked like
There's
a
a
red.
bit of a scuffle.
That looked like
Well,
a red
Eddie's
card.
vexed. Eddie is.
That looked like a red card.
It's more time wasting. It's happened. I think it's happened to Everton as well. Same thing. Towards the end of the game,
Eddie, why are you risking yourself
he's
getting sent
angry.
off for
Though.
that?
He's angry.
That looked like a red card.
No, but it wasn't though, bro. Come on.
He's got a yellow out, but let's have a look. He's got a yellow
Eddie's
out.
allowing his frustration to get the better of him. You get yourself sent off, you're going to miss 3 games.
Who's he calling over? Eddie?
It's got to be Eddie.
He's saying sub Ivan Toney there as well.
They should be playing another 2 minutes. I'm not even joking.
Honestly,
I'd say 2 and a bit. if I'm
honestly,
sorry.
I'll say
there was a whole minute wasted when Ivan
Did you
Toney was
notice
walking.
what Ramsdale did? He grabbed
grabbed him
Eddie
and
up and
choked
said,
him,
listen, man, stop it. Don't
What
risk this."
happened though? What happened? I hit.
he from behind. The guy went from behind and tackled
That
him.
handball?
He went from behind. Look,
He fouled Zinchenko.
look, that's nasty.
That's a bad
Ah, that's not nasty. Come on.
That's a bad challenge.
It's not enough for Eddie to go risking
No,
getting
it's not.
himself sent off.
I thought it wasn't handball. Be careful. They're making subs.
Another
Listen,
sub. A
this
sub.
is
A sub is meant
This
to
is
be
3 minutes added, by the way. A whole 3 minutes of the ball being in play. There's at least
You
another.
know what?
added
It'd
3
be
minutes.
calmer if Arsenal go down the other end and score now. You know?
Oh yeah. Be really
A sub is meant to be 30 seconds. He's literally taken, honestly, like an hour to get off the pitch.
Here we go. Still hasn't left
Come
the
on.
pitch. This is a joke. This is actually a joke.
This is, I don't like to see stuff like this. Unsavoury, isn't it?
It's just it's the league though. They've got to get a hold of this. It's what teams are starting to
No, but you
realise.
say that, but ultimately it's down to the referee to add more time on.
I hear that, but
What can the league do about it?
they can implement what they've been doing at the World Cup. That they don't do the
No,
same
but that's what I'm
thing.
saying. The referee has that power. He's got to use it
Oh, it was Nergard that got
to add time on.
yellow.
Right, so we're here over here.
Come on.
90, they're on the 96th minute. Come up to the 97th. There should be at least another. It should go.
Couple
in my
minutes.
opinion, to at least 99, 98.
Oh, Saka's down.
Credit to Ramsdale. He, oh no, I hope this is not an injury. Doesn't look good.
Saka's not one to be on the floor at this
Yeah.
moment in the game. What happened? Did he land on his ankle wrong, or did someone land on him?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I think he rolled it when he fell over, isn't
It's not looking
This is
great.
the last thing. The last thing we need. Take him off.
it? Yeah.
Is he up?
Yeah.
Right, so we got a set piece.
Here we
Let's
go.
see who can-
Where's Saka?
Oh, it's a long throw. I thought it was going to cross him. They won the ball again in the air. Surprise. Open, shoot. Why not? God, I sweat. Sometimes. No. Get it in. No. Gabriel. Corner. Another long throw. There should be at least another 2 minutes still to play.
Go on.
I'm just saying. Is that a foul?
That's a foul.
That is.
It's a yellow card. He's just come on the pitch. Brentford player there.
We shouldn't even let it get to this stage where it's like the final minutes and we're just fighting to get a goal, man.
That was my point.
Like, we should just deal with it early on.
Please do something inventive. What was the time we did a free kick and it was just like, it wasn't a cross or anything. We did a quick through ball and we scored. It was so inventive. I don't know. Was it Bournemouth? It was a game we did. Weghorst was one of them. That's true in the World Cup. Arsenal did it as well. There was something different. It was just like, instead of just crossing into the box, we haven't won any header.
They're very good.
They're very tall and they're like, please, a through ball or something. 98th minute and 30 seconds.
This is our last chance.
This will be our last chance.
So what's that? If we do, it's 5 points dropped in 2 games, yeah?
Hold on, you never know. Oh,
This guy, bro. Oh, this guy.
Fabio Vieira, what are you saying?
Oh my days.
Straight to the keeper. That was like a pass. To the keeper.
It's done. It's done.
Fabio Vieira just passed the ball back
On the last attack.
to the keeper. Cool.
So you see what I'm saying now, bro? I'm going to take us back to the live when I was saying that first things first. This is what I was saying about this game was to me more important than the City game. So what this has done
We haven't
now,
lost it though, Laurie.
No, but what I'm saying, this has now made the City game even more important. Whereas if we had won today, we didn't have to beat City. Now we kind of have to beat City now. So
We had to beat City regardless, but I hear what you're saying.
no,
People
we
were looking
didn't.
ahead.
Because if we win today, we could draw with City and we'll still be ahead of them. And you know what I mean?
Listen, ultimately, yeah, like the way that you have to look at it very simply is we've absolutely laid an egg today, like the biggest egg with that performance.
I don't necessarily
could
agree.
lose tomorrow.
Yeah,
City
you,
could
you,
lose
you
tomorrow
said
as well.
that last week.
So yeah, City could lose
You
tomorrow.
said this last
yeah,
week.
because we do
When we
forget.
lost
I know
to
Aston
Everton,
Villa
everybody
aren't
was doom and gloom and that's it.
it's done, yeah.
And then what happened? The very next day they went and lose to Spurs. Spurs beat City last week.
I hear
Today
that.
they get smacked 4-1.
There's still hope.
This is
There's
why
still
this
hope.
league is what it is. It's so competitive. I knew that today. Cecil, Lee, Charlene, I said to you all before, I was worried about. Did I not use a word?
Yeah,
I
you
said I
did.
was worried about this. This is why. Because I know that Brentford, they're no mugs. This is 10 games unbeaten for Brentford now. They've come to the team that was top of the table and they've got a creditable point. And I've got to say, on the balance of play, they deserve their point. Let's be honest. Take our Arsenal hats off for
Yeah,
one
they had some
second.
big chances that they could have.
Yeah, they could have won the game. They had the better chances.
Yeah. All right, the mood isn't great here, but like I said, we're going to look at the City's
It's
game
2 points
tomorrow.
dropped, but it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. And do you know what? I wish I had that calm head when you were speaking to me last week because I felt
That
the
comes
same
with
after
experience, man.
the Oracle, as he calls himself. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you,
Thank
Gooner.
you.
Thank you, Laurie, for joining me. Thanks also again to NordVPN for powering the matchday experience. It's their birthday is why you see the cupcakes on the table. To get AFTV special plus a mystery birthday gift from them, make sure you click the link in the description or scan the QR code in the corner. And just before we finish, guys, go check out, get your words in for the fan zone after the game with James. Give us your videos and join us live on that. Here's to Lee and Julian with the final word. Take care, everyone. We'll see you again soon.
It's like I've had no freedom to just be myself. I keep getting restricted. It's like someone's watching me at home, on the train, even in the bathroom. It's making me see red!
Well, that's because London is red.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, just to be sure, I'm going to prescribe you 2 years of NordVPN. You'll feel a better sense of self when you can explore the internet with freedom. And with next generation encryption on up to 6 devices, those feelings of being watched will be gone.
Does that mean I can access new content on the streaming services I've already subscribed to?
Just change your location in the app.
And I won't get tagged by any malware?
Nord's threat protection will have you covered.
And I can save money when travelling and shopping locally instead of internationally?
All you've got to do is click the link.
Oh wow. Thank you, Doc.
Alright, Ty.
No, I'm not right. It's a disgrace.
Charming.
Remember, with the AFTV special, you can get a bonus gift and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee.